Live from Miami, Florida, and the greater universe, it's Friday night!
Hey. Well, Blue's so excited that we're here.
I
Sorry,
would be
Blue.
too. He's been waiting for a
I
long
know.
time.
It's been a long road, Blue, for you waiting there in the chats.
Like, like, is Blue like one of our most loyal viewers?
Yeah, there's a couple of folks. For After Dark, Blue. Well, Blue's a Text Trek viewer who discovered Starfleet Boy, and then we became friends.
Cool.
So it's cool. I've actually had Blue has actually been Database Boy for a little while. It just it was not a thing that Blue. I should never have asked Blue to do that. That was too much for Blue.
I don't know what that is.
Database Boy is the whoever, or sorry, database person. Blue's like, no worries. I won't air our dirty laundry, Blue. But but anyways, database person is whoever helps me out on the After Dark. So that's the database person. But when it's a boy, it's database boy. When it's a girl, it's database girl.
For a while, we didn't know if Blue was a boy or a girl.
Yeah, it's true. We were wondering, Blue. Oh, look, the two Blues.
Yeah. Cerulean Blue and Blue Spirit.
I love this. This is so cool. Oh, man. Cerulean Blue was also waiting. I damn near fell asleep. Aw. Well, thank you, Cerulean Blue. I'm glad you're here. You're here. You're here. I've been drinking. I got this machine that's discontinued. It's horrible that it's discontinued, but it's an awesome machine. It makes cocktails for you. Like it's a Keurig, actually. It's made by Keurig. Do you all know Keurig?
Yeah,
No.
but I've only heard of the one that makes coffee out of those little cups.
Yeah, I wish I could show this.
Oh, it's like a key cup machine for alcohol.
It's like that. It's a instant alcohol. And so I just had earlier I had a Moscow Mule, and now I'm having a well, that I made by hand, but now I'm having something made by the machine, and that is a old fashioned.
Nice.
Let me see how it tastes. I haven't tasted it yet.
Yeah, I do not like Moscow Mules at all.
It's not bad. It's a little syrupy.
Yeah, I kind of like old fashioned. Old fashions. They're not that bad, but as far as the Moscow Mules are concerned, I do not like them at all. They're not my jam.
Cerulean Blue says, "I'm high. You're drunk. This should be an interesting discussion." It's true. By the way, that reminds me of that song. You've got the bronze, I've got the brain. Let's make lots of money. Have you heard that? Have you guys heard that song?
Nope,
No.
never heard of that song.
Who is that? I'm trying to remember who sings that. You've got the bronze, I've got the brains. Let's make lots of money. Do you guys know? I have to look it up. Father, how are you?
I'm pretty good. I'm just drinking iced tea. I had some cold brew coffee earlier, and then I switched to iced tea. So
You're gonna break your liquor fast on the cruise, right?
yeah. Yeah, I gotta keep my weight down so that I can still fit in all the uniforms I'm gonna wear. But I'll be able to eat and drink to my heart's content in a couple of weeks.
That's
Nice.
awesome.
Thank you, PJ. Pet Shop Boys. It is the Pet Shop Boys. That's awesome. I love that song. You had such a great show tonight. I loved the text truck discussion. It was so much fun. And I got to listen on my
thank
phone
you.
for part of the while and then pop in and be the engineer. That was fun. We lost power here in my corner of the world. And we have underground power, so I'm not sure what happened. There must have been like digging or something involved, but it came back. Yay! And the internet came
Starfleet
back.
Boy, were you
Yeah.
listening when I told everyone that you would host Text Trek while
I did.
was away
I
at
was
sea?
listening, and I heard the funny joke that Dave made about having to pry me out of the chair. Yes, I'm excited about that. That's going to be a lot of fun. And
Yeah,
I guess Dave and Brian
know-
will be aboard for that, right?
It'll be
Yeah, they should be.
it'll be interesting to see how you run the show because he does a really good job, and I'm interested to see if you're gonna burn down his own show.
No, I think it'll be fine. I've been studying fathery, so I'm gonna try my best to, be less.
Anyway, I shall take bets.
You will? You're gonna take
Yeah,
bets?
I'll take bets.
I'm gonna be like Owo when that happens. Ooh, cracked
I
fingers.
shall take
Oh,
bets.
sorry.
I'll leave some and I don't want to say instructions, some guidance.
Thank you.
The most important thing though is that we just get some content out there to our small but very faithful and intelligent and loyal audience that follows.
Your small
Text Trek.
audience is growing. I have to say, there's a lot of new folks in the chats, and I feel like those streams are hopping more than usual.
But yeah, we're gonna have a big week that week because we're going to have the premiere of Picard in addition to an episode of Discovery.
I know. The pressure's on.
And I'll be away at sea, probably watching it on a big TV screen on top of the ship with a bunch of other people.
That's cool. That's awesome.
I'm not going to be able to join in the stream though because the internet is so shitty out there. But I guess I'll see it when I see it.
Did you guys see the it's true that internet's shitty on ships, but I feel like you should try and see what happens. Like maybe you could come on audio only and see if it works. But also you should just have fun and not worry about it.
Yeah, I'm not going to be too worried about it.
Yeah.
I've done the cruise before. I did it in 2018, and in fact, I have some. We showed that sizzle reel that I made before. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. It should be a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to seeing people that I don't get to see very often, that I only see at conventions and stuff. Before I take off, I'm looking forward to seeing you and Ruben.
That's right. I got the time off, so I'm ready to go. I'm so excited. I got to book my my room where y'all are staying, so that'll be cool. Cerulean saying, Father, this is a question for you. I'd like to commission an Avatar lower deck style cartoon of me as a Kelpian. Would the individual who drew your crew animation do it? I believe she's taking
she would.
commissions. And
Yeah, she can do aliens. She can. We have a couple of aliens in ours. We have Sohel as a Ryzian,
Yes.
like Tarka.
I was so excited. That came out so good. I love the Ryzian symbol. It's so nice.
she did.
We did it like the Deep Space Nine style with the white background on it.
Yeah, Marcel. Yeah, you know Marcia, right?
Yeah, Marcy. Look, I'm Marcy's biggest fan. So, if you reach out to her
At Marcy London Art on Twitter.
Yes.
We should put up a screenshot or something.
I'm gonna do that right now.
But if you reach out to her, she is really fair. She's really easy to work with, and she'll do a magnificent job of whatever you would like.
Yeah. We had one person was a Trill, one person was a Vulcan.
Here's
She is Marcy.
yeah.
And you can listen to her podcast, the Discotheque podcast. That
Yep,
she's
right
on.
over here.
By the way, they're great. By the way.
Oh, cool. We're following each other. I'm glad. I gotta listen to this. I only have time to listen to Text Trek, Trek on the Tube, Boat Wreck, Marcelo's podcast sometimes. Sorry, Marcelo. I gotta listen to your podcast more.
That's fine.
That's
fine.
But I'm gonna check out Discotheque Pod, which is I hear it's a cool pod.
Discotheque Pod is really, really, really wonderful. They really have a great rapport. Like my favorite podcasts are, my favorite is the Mission Impossible podcast called Light the Fuse, then followed by the Discotheque podcast, and then followed by Fathery's show. I forgot the name of the show.
Oh well, thank you.
I'm losing my mind.
I'm humbled to be in third place, and perhaps one day I can ascend to a place where I'll be worthy enough that you remember the name.
Text Trek.
Text Trek. See,
Jeez.
I'm so sorry. I'm so
You
sorry.
need one of these. You need one of these, or
Yeah, you
something.
need
I
one
need to
of
give
those.
you one of my cards.
Here, I'm gonna
Yeah,
go
good.
full. I'm gonna put you full screen so folks can check out your
I
card.
like that. You actually made cards. I like that.
Yeah.
Wow, that looks great. Oh my God, you did a great job with the card. I want one. I need one. You need to mail me one. I need one.
Well, if anyone out there sees this, if you're going to be on the Star Trek cruise and you see me, please say hi to me. I even if I'm in like mid conversation with someone, just like tap me on the back and just be like, "I saw you on Starfleet Boy After Dark, and you said to say hi to you." Because I love meeting people that way. I think that's really cool. When both times I've gone to Star Trek Las Vegas, I met people. People came up to me and they're like, "Oh yeah, you're the Text Trek dude, aren't you?" That was really cool. So,
can I ask you something? How did you come up with that Star Trek twang fiend that you put in front of all your shows? Did
Oh
you make
yeah, I
that?
was curious about that
How did
too.
you do
actually.
that?
the theme song.
Yeah, I feel
Yeah.
like I know the story. I forgot
yeah,
it
the-
though.
My friend Trent and I made that song.
That's it. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, he's a very good musician. He writes music. He used to be in a metal band. He used to be in a rap group. He's very talented.
Cool.
Yeah, it's great. It's really great. I'm very. Speaking of envy, I wish I had a theme.
We were gonna play in a band together, but then he decided to go to law school and become an attorney. So I guess that's worked out for him, but I don't know. Maybe it would have been more fun if we were in a band.
But what would be your band name? Do you think?
I was always trying to figure
Text
that
Trek.
out. I would always come up with these names, and like nothing was ever good enough. Trent was like, "No, like that's not good enough." We were thinking about Father Coughlin for a while.
Father Coughlin?
That's
Yeah.
interesting.
What does that mean?
It's just Father Coughlin. That just would have been the name of the band.
I love it. People will be trying to figure that out.
There was a priest called Father Coughlin at one point. I guess it'd be kind of similar to that.
Interesting. Would you guys be like you guys would be like a cover band, or would you like make original music?
No, it'd be he's kind of a snooty musician. He would like
You
like,
make original
we
music.
could never play someone else's music. Everything would have to be written ourselves.
Oh my God.
Blue is asking what the heck is going on Disco and Picard. Do you guys think there will be a crossover? I don't think so. I think
Not
if we
yet.
get one, it's gonna be like season. I don't think we're gonna get one. I don't know. I mean,
No.
we're expecting
No,
one
I
because
don't-
Alex Kurtzman
Yes.
said.
It
Yeah,
was
I
don't think so.
it wasn't originally planned that these episodes would overlap. I think they were just taking longer in post on Discovery than they originally thought, and they decided to split the season so they'd have time to wrap up some of the stuff. The production ran longer, not just post. They were still shooting Discovery season 4 as recently as August. So it's no surprise that they needed a little bit more time to finish post-production on that stuff. And I think they've always written the seasons of Star Trek Discovery. I might be wrong, but to me, they've always felt like they've written a possible mid-season finale about halfway through, just to give them the option to split it. They only actually did in seasons 1 and seasons 4. But, if you look halfway through seasons 2 and 3, there's obvious places in there. Like the big one I point to is season 2 of Discovery, If Memory Serves, where Spock is going crazy in the cave on Vulcan. Or no, If Memory Serves, is that the one after that where they go to Talos 4? Anyways, I think if they were going to split the season there, they would have done it there where Michael gets Spock, and then the episode ends with like, oh my God, we have to go to Talos 4. And that would have been that would have been like, oh my God, we're going to go see the planet from the cage whenever the show comes back from hiatus. That would have been the mid-season
That would have been
split.
your cliffhanger.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be. No, but I have no idea if they intentionally plan, mid-season breaks every year. I don't know that. I have no idea, but that'll be really interesting to find out, though.
Yeah, I mean, I could be wrong, but it looks like they give themselves. I mean, they actually had like a good cliffhanger here, with Book and Michael being put at odds against each other. That was
Right.
a pretty enticing
Yeah, that was pretty good.
cliffhanger.
I mean, the mid-season cliffhanger. I thought the mid-season cliffhanger was pretty epic, and I was glad that this episode was not. I didn't know if we were gonna go right into the DMA action, and I'm glad we had like a whole episode of like this like tension
Chill?
and like well, it wasn't chill because it was tense, but
No,
it was
but
fun.
it
I guess
was-
fun. It was a
Yeah,
fun.
but-
It was like different
Yeah,
in a
but-
way.
Yeah, but it was kind of chill, fun, and intense. I don't know. I just
I would
felt that
argue
this-
it was a little tonally inconsistent.
Okay,
But
alright.
I liked the episode.
CB says
I had a few issues though.
Cerulean Blue. I hope you don't mind me calling you CB, but I think that's
Like a
cool name,
CB radio?
CB radio, yeah.
Charlie
CB
Bravo.
Charlie Bravo. CB says Disco says there's been no contact with the Continuum in 600 years. Something bad happened to them.
Or they just got tired of talking to corporeal beings in our galaxy.
That could be it too. Yeah, maybe there will be tie-ins. I don't know.
The thing is that 600 years before Disco season 4 is still like over 100
years
after
post Picard. Yeah, that's a good point.
So there's I don't think we're gonna see like the Q continuum die on Star Trek Picard or something like that. I mean, I might be wrong, but I'm like, well, someone's talked to them in the 26th century. Although with Q, he can appear at any point in time. I guess he has a little bit of like that Doctor Who thing going on. He can just show up.
Here's the
so-
question.
Oh, I have a quick
sorry,
question
go-
before.
Go ahead.
Is soap? By the way, hello PE, nice to see you. Is soap bad for you to drink?
Probably.
Oh shit.
I
Are
used
you
to-
drinking soap?
Why are you
So-
drinking soap?
So as this ice cube is melting, it's creating like suds in my drink, and there's a slight soapy very slight soapy taste to it, and I'm wondering if
But is
like,
it actual?
I'm
soap?
wondering if the ice tray didn't get rinsed properly or
Well,
something.
take
like
the
that.
ice out of it.
Oh, because it's cold enough now, right? All right, make it show. CB, since you don't know what this is, it means I'm going to be back. I got to go tend to something. Stop drinking soap, Starfleet Boy. I got to wash my
drinking
mouth out. I
soap.
got a dirty mouth. I got to wash it out with soap. That's probably what's going on here. So I'm going to go take this ice cube out of my drink so I can drink it. Father, you're in charge, and read the next comment from CB, please.
Oh, I think I can handle that task. Cerulean Blue says, I think Picard will not so much cross over with it, but touch on DS9 subject material with the Sanctuary Districts in one teaser, and the Statue Emissary broke that released the paw rates in another. Oh yeah, from The Reckoning, I believe is the name of the episode. They showed that in that original teaser that just told us nothing beyond the fact that Q would be in the show. That's possible. I don't think they're gonna lean too much into the Sanctuary Districts. I think it'll be a thing that they encounter as part of their larger story. It'll just be part of the setting of the year 2024. Marcelo, what do you
So-
think?
Yeah, so you think it'll be a nice little Easter egg? They won't actually go like deep into it.
I think that, I mean, like, I think there might be a chance that, in some of the trailers we see Rios in captivity by the authorities. He's on like a bus. It kind of looks like it was like immigration deporting people without documents south of
Yeah.
the border, which kind of ties into having a Latino dude be the guy that becomes victim of that. But I think that might be like they might be hauling people. You don't have any papers? Let's take them to the Sanctuary District. It might be something like that going on there. So I think it'll show up, but I don't think it'll be the centralized focus. I think that they'll be doing something else in the year 2024. And if we do see Sanctuary Districts, it'll just be part of the setting more so than part of the overall plot.
Yeah, I'm not really. I really don't have. Like, I don't know what to expect with the up and coming season of Picard. Like, I don't have any predictions or anything. I just want to go into it as fresh as I possibly can
Yeah.
and just enjoy it.
Yeah, I don't like to forecast too much.
Yeah, that's not. I don't do that too often. Even when everybody was going crazy forecasting for Spider-Man No Way Home, I wasn't into that at all.
Oh yeah, I
stayed,
avoided all of that. I
yeah,
never
yeah.
to this day I've never seen a single trailer for that movie.
Oh
Like,
no.
yeah, I'd go to the theater, and if they were showing a trailer for Spider-Man, I'd cover my ears and close my eyes. I was like, nope, I'm going into that movie blind AF.
Yeah, I watch trailers to a certain point. Like I'll watch like maybe one or two trailers, but then I'm out.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
don't.
If I know that I want to see it, I'll stop. What like perfect example with the Batman.
Mhm.
I watched the first trailer, but I wasn't really that into the first trailer. The one where like he's like going crazy, beating up the thug.
Yeah.
Didn't really do too much for me. I saw the second trailer, and it had like a more stylized looking Gotham City. I got to see Colin Farrell as the Penguin. I got to see more of Zoe Kravitz as Catwoman. I got to see that badass car in action.
Yeah.
I got to hear Michael Giacchino's score. I was like, oh, there is some of the stuff in this movie that has me kind of excited. I actually am a little enthused now. I want to see it. And then I stopped watching anything after that. I haven't seen anything past that second trailer. So, and
Good
I
for you.
just bought my ticket. I'm going to see it when I get back from the cruise, but I will see it on March 6th.
Yeah,
So, I'm looking forward to that.
I actually bought my ticket a couple days ago. I'm gonna go see it on March 4th, opening day. I'm gonna go see it at a 4 o'clock screening in IMAX with a friend of mine.
Fun.
I'm good, but I did have a question for you. So this weekend is a Super Bowl. So first of all, who you got? Who do you have? Do you have anybody?
I don't have any strong feelings, to be honest. I mean, I don't really care for the
NFL?
Bengals,
Okay.
so I kind of
The Bengals.
well, I don't know. It's hard. It's hard for me to give a shit about either one of these teams.
Okay. So but
What about you?
That's not. I'm going for the Rams. I mean, I feel like I should be going for the Bengals, but I feel like going with the Rams. So I think I'm going to go with the Rams.
I think I probably lean slightly to the Rams, but I don't. I might change my mind. Come game day.
Cincinnati Bengals for me over here. But only because the 49ers aren't playing. If it was the 49ers versus the Bengals, I might be a 49er.
See, I was a big Cowboys fan in the 90s, so it's like hardwired into my brain to hate the 49ers.
Of course it is. It's just like me, right? I used to be
You're
a
a Jets
Giants
guy,
fan,
right?
Yeah. I'm a Jets guy now, but I used to be a Giants fan, and it's wired into my brain to hate the Patriots or to hate the Cowboys.
I hate the Cowboys.
Marcelo, did you know that once you're a Jet from your first cigarette to your last dying breath?
By the way, that film it will be on Disney Plus the 2nd of March. Yes.
Oh man, that's awesome. I told Rich Shepis that I was going to try to go see it in the theater, and I failed.
What's that story?
West Side Story.
Steven Spielberg's version.
Oh, Father, can I put you full screen for a second? I got to see some details on that cuff there. Hold on. Can we see? Is that like what is that material on the cuff of your? Is it metal? Are those metal?
Made out of neutronium from the 23rd century.
But is it like it's fabric?
I
don't. It's
like shiny. It's so
goldy,
good.
shiny stuff.
Goldy, shiny stuff.
You can't see my my badge.
Oh look! Oh, hold on. Let me get you back on full screen here. Yeah. Oh, it's covered.
Hold on. Let me move my mic out of the frame for a second.
All right.
Ah,
look at that! Dang.
Nice. Badge.
Looking good, man.
That's a good badge.
That's awesome. Was this from your Chinese source?
Yeah, I got this from a Chinese seller on eBay. It is not officially CBS licensed goods.
But how many cosplayers actually buy officially licensed stuff to do their cosplay?
They don't make that much. They don't.
Yeah, they don't make that much.
They if they put stuff out there, I'm sure a lot of people would buy it, but they don't make it a high priority. But there's there's these little ladies in China that'll just pump this shit out. So, good payday for them, I guess.
Yeah. So, what I wanted to ask you, Father, was not about the Super Bowl. I was going to ask you, do you think that we're going to get at least like maybe a promo for Strange New Worlds or a teaser maybe in front of the Super Bowl or during the Super Bowl?
They're not. That's like a lot of money.
That's
it's like $1 million to do an ad, though. I don't know,
Right.
maybe.
But if they were gonna do that, I think we would know. I think someone would have. Because it's not on. The Super Bowl's on Fox this year or CBS.
No, it's on
NBC.
It's on Channel 4. Yeah.
What is Channel 4? What does that mean?
It's
That's
NBC.
different everywhere.
NBC.
Oh, NBC. Oh, then yeah, you won't get.
We won't. If it was
We're
on
not gonna get it.
CBS, they might have done it, but I don't think they're going to pay NBC to promote the show.
Yeah.
But I do think within the next month we'll have a Strange New Worlds trailer.
Okay.
I think it's gonna be next week.
Huh?
Maybe.
I'm just predicting. This is a wild prediction. We're gonna get.
But I
Strange New Worlds
think they
next
might
week.
wait until. I think they might wait until like right before Picard.
Oh, true. Good
Or
point.
right after Picard, because they're
Interesting.
right now. I think they're focused on promoting Picard, but what they also might do is they might announce like the official green light. The order has been given, the go ahead to start production for either Section 31 or Starfleet Academy. Something like that might happen around the time Picard premieres, also, because sometimes they'll want to generate more buzz in the news cycles around the time a new season or a new show is premiering, just to keep Star Trek trending.
Right.
Cerulean Blue still hasn't seen a trailer for the Batman, and PJ saying this Batman isn't as brutal as you might have been led to believe. Affleck's and Keaton's Batman were the murderers.
That's why I'm going to see it. Is because I heard someone say that, like, oh yeah, Robert Pattinson said his Batman doesn't kill people. He just wishes he could.
I don't believe that. I believe that in this film, we may not see it, but I believe in this film, Batman is going to murder some fools.
No, I don't think that's gonna happen. They said that's not gonna happen in the Batman. We have the Martian here. What's up, Martian?
People lie all the time.
What are you doing?
Good. Why are you so low, bro?
I got my mic real far away.
Oh, gotcha. Bring that shit right up to
your face, like this, to your face.
You're allowed to do that on Starfleet Boy After Dark. I'm
To your
not gonna say
face,
anything
Ruben,
to you.
like this.
I save it all up for the show.
You gotta
Like-
save all your craziness.
Yeah.
Darren's here. Nice to see you, Darren. And Darren's on Facebook and says, OBJ and the Rams all the way. What's OBJ?
Odell Beckham.
Odell Beckham.
Odell Beckham. He's a player.
Odell Beckham, who is revitalizing his career in Los Angeles, and every time I see that, I just get angry a little bit. Even though he's not on my team, I feel bad for the Giants. I just do. I
Does
don't know why, but I
Odell
just do.
does Odell bend it like Beckham? I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. That was really that was just
That
so
was
bad.
really weak, man.
You know, I wish I had a boo sound effect.
Yeah, where's your freaking sound effects tonight, Ruben? Like, you don't have a boo. PE says, I saw the movie Moonfall recently, and there was a trailer for the new Batman movie in it, and that trailer surprisingly made me mildly interested in seeing that movie. By the way, I would watch Moonfall if it was streaming. I will not go to
Moonfall.
the theater. Even in not pandemic times, the trailer
saw
just doesn't
Moonfall.
look interesting to go
I've
see.
never even heard of Moonfall, so
I saw Moonfall.
Roland Emmerich.
Wait,
I saw
Marcelo,
Moonfall.
It's Roland
Marcelo
Emmerich?
saw it, right?
Yes, it's Roland Emmerich. Yeah.
okay. I'm just gonna guess that because it's Roland Emmerich and the name of the movie is Moonfall. Is it a movie about the moon falls to Earth?
Yeah, but that's not really representative of what actually happened.
No, sorry. Can you, without giving too many I guess no one cares about spoilers for that movie. Well, I don't, but so does it
I mean,
was it good, Marcelo? I guess is what I'm trying to ask.
It was fun and entertaining enough, but I wanted a little bit more carnage like I got more drama than Carnage, and
Then
that's
disaster porn.
yes. I wanted more disaster porn, and I didn't get quite enough.
Mm.
Um, but I will say that in the third act of the film, the wheels fall off. It just gets like too crazy. I'm like, really? Ugh.
Um,
But you know,
PE says Moonfall is totally bonkers. It is fun to watch, especially on the big screen, but it is
yeah.
best to
I
not.
watched it. I watched it. I'm sorry for interrupting you.
No, it's fine.
I watched it in IMAX, and it was great.
So the
It was
effects are just phenomenal, I guess. Like the
yeah,
effects
yeah,
are really
yeah,
good.
yeah. The effects are good. I mean, essentially, for what Roland Emmerich raised for this movie, it's essentially a big budget, independent disaster movie.
Yeah, I'm
Fascinating.
probably gonna skip that one.
Yeah.
CB says I lost interest with the whole DC thing after the Jared Leto's Joker. I didn't mind him, but I've only seen him in what was it called, the Snyder Cut. That's the only time I've ever seen that character.
Well,
No, but Jared Leto is a really good actor. If you
yeah, no,
really
I like Jared Leto a lot.
Like,
I like
people
him.
keep telling. I admit, like, I've never seen Dallas Buyers Club, but everything I've seen Jared Leto in, he's like the worst part of the movie.
No,
I mean, Father, it's Jordan Catalano, bro. Like,
no, I mean, if you really want a good barometer of what he's capable as an actor, at least for me, Dallas Buyers Club would be the best choice because in that movie he just
He
really,
wins the Oscar for that
yeah,
movie,
yeah,
right?
he won the Oscar for that. And Matthew, his scene partner in that film, Matthew McConaughey, also won an Oscar for that film. But he just really transforms and he becomes somebody else in that particular role. I mean, I could understand if you don't like Jared Leto, but I think he is a really, really solid performer. He's not one of my favorites, but he's a solid performer.
Yeah, I mean,
he was
like,
in a couple movies I like. He was in what was it called? The Thin Red Line, Requiem for a Dream, which I could only watch once. I can never watch that movie again. What else has he been in?
he was in recently. He was in the Blade Runner sequel, and I
That's
didn't.
right.
Oh
I
yeah,
didn't
he's good
like
in that
him
too. That's right.
I thought was one of the weakest parts of that
Yeah.
movie. For me,
He
I
was
was
just-
frustrated every time he was on screen. I thought he was really hamming it up.
I will say
Overall
he.
serious
I will
movie.
say his character is nowhere near as good as Tyrell, like the character he's supposed to be. The
No, I thought.
successor of.
I mean, I really love Blade Runner 2049, but I thought he was just weird, like really, really.
Oh, he's an American
I
Psycho.
wish
He's
they'd
Paul
reined it
Allen. I
in.
forgot that he's Paul Allen in American Psycho. He's
I
so
didn't
good.
like him in that the bad Suicide Squad movie. I'm glad that they didn't include him in the good Suicide Squad movie.
Oh, and he's in Fight Club. I forgot about that too.
That's right, he is. But you're right, he is actually in American Psycho, and his scene in that film is
It's so good, Paul.
It's so good.
So
Paul, what's my name now? Paul. Sorry.
But yeah,
he's in Tron. He's going to be in
who
Tron 3, by the way.
Well, I don't know if that movie is actually moving forward. Who said that they stopped following the DC movies after that?
That was Cerulean Blue.
I would encourage you if you have interest in those characters or in that genre, if you enjoy superhero movies, I would encourage you to check out some of the more recent ones because I've actually enjoyed the more recent DC movies. I really liked Shazam. Aquaman is ridiculous, but I had fun with it. What else I loved the Suicide Squad. I loved Harley Quinn and the Birds of Prey. There's a lot of
Yeah. I mean,
better stuff
yeah.
after that David Ayer's Suicide Squad, I think.
Yeah, I mean, Aquaman to me is like a Saturday morning cartoon come to life, man. Because you have
For sure.
you have an octopus playing the drums. Come on, that's awesome.
That's from the comics. Topo,
Yeah.
I think his name is Topo. But yeah,
Is it?
like I'm a big fan of the Jeff Johns Aquaman comics. They borrow a lot of stuff from that. So that was yeah, it was fun. And then Shazam. I'm glad Shazam's getting a sequel this year in December. No, wait, that's next year. This year is Oh, we should talk about all the DC news. I forgot.
Yeah,
I thought that
and
might
the
be fun to go over.
and the scissor rule that they released today. They released like a thing. Did you guys see that?
Yeah, I saw some still frames from it.
Okay.
So hell, do you have you want me to find images from that?
Yeah, I was gonna say I do agree with PJ here. Peacemaker is the best of the DCEU right now. I love Well, no, Superman and Lois. They're like neck and neck for me. I love
Oh
Superman.
no
and
no
Lois.
no no no.
Superman and Lois isn't part of the DCEU.
Oh, what is
No,
the
it's not.
EU?
It's part
Expanded
of-
universe?
That's
Is that?
what the movies are in.
Oh, gotcha. Sorry, my bad.
See,
Okay,
their
good. All right,
multiverse
so-
is really confusing right now. I wish they could just start over and do everything in like one
Universe.
good universe, but I mean it gets too late. They already messed that up, so they just have to do the best they can.
This coming the Batman film isn't going to be connected to the DCEU at all. It's going to be in its own little thing.
Right. They might acknowledge it in that upcoming Flash movie. But I don't think it'll tie in any more than that. Like they might like show a glimpse of this version of Gotham or something like that. But yeah, other than that, I think it's going to be completely its own thing. I think Warner Brothers and Matt Reeves carved out an agreement saying like, okay, you can get your own Gotham City to do your own version of these characters, because that Batgirl movie that's coming out on HBO Max, that's going to be part of the DCEU, right? But it's not going to be connected to this Batman.
No, you're right. You're absolutely right. And in that movie, the Commissioner Gordon is actually going to be J.K. Simmons. He's actually going to be in that movie as well, I believe.
Yeah.
You guys, I have something that I have to show, and I want to know if this is real or what is, or is this fan made or what? But this is like I think the South American Paramount Plus is like an ad for Paramount Plus in South America. And here it
Sorry,
is. Hold
guys.
on. Look at this beautiful artwork. Oh my gosh. That's crazy. Nuevas misiones, viajes icónicos. Icon, right? Icónicos. That's how you would say it, I think. Nuevas misiones, viajes icónicos.
Nueva misiones, viajes icónicos.
Icónicos, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
I speak Spanish better than you because I speak it every day.
Because you actually speak it. Fine. Star Trek
That's
Universe. It should be Universe, right? You would say Universe.
Yeah.
Nice.
Star Trek, like Universa or Universal or something. No.
Anyways, I wish they did ads like that here. That's cool. Sorry. All right, back to DCEU.
No, but I do agree with.
Honestly,
I do.
Both speaks horrible Spanish.
What?
Ruben, we gotta fix your mic, bro. Because I know that's a good mic, but something's up with it.
I think it's StreamYard because I'm on voice constantly and no one else complains.
No, he sounds.
Let me ask you a question. Go to your. Do you see the button that says cam
Starfleet Boy,
/mic?
Starfleet
I can
Boy,
do it
you
for
can
him?
go into his settings, yeah.
Oh shit! I can just do it. All right, keep talk, Ruben. But you gotta talk. Like, get up to the mic and just when I tell you to start talking.
Turn his
Sounds
echo
fine to me.
cancellation off and see if that helps.
All right. But he doesn't have his headphones. Oh, do you have your headphones? Because I hear myself now. I hear an
Oh,
echo.
weird.
Oh, the claw. Sorry.
Really?
All right.
Is that really necessary?
StreamYard. I had an hour and a half Zoom call with Geek and Review today. Not a problem.
Did you guys record something?
No, we were just talking.
Oh, that's nice. Oh,
Oh,
wow.
cool. Actually, I have.
How come you don't just talk to me on Zoom?
What are we going to talk about?
Maybe he doesn't like you. Maybe he doesn't like you like you like you.
Wait.
I'm gonna record something with Geek tomorrow. Actually.
Oh, right on. Hey, Ruben, your mic, is it connected to a Mac or a PC right now?
Mac.
Can you pull up system preferences for me for just 1 second, please?
Well, you're going to have to wait. I'm fighting.
Okay, when you're ready, let me know. All right, back to the DCE. We're gonna fix this, damn it.
I do, no, but you know what? I do agree with PJ. I do think that that Peacemaker is the best DCEU show currently out right now, because that show is so much fun.
Yeah, in fact, I named tonight's Starfleet Boy After Dark after the Book of Boba Fett, I think, actually. Never mind. This last episode of Peacemaker, spoilers for anyone who hasn't seen it, was pretty bonkers. Peacemaker makes peace with his dad. Sorry. uh, so yeah, crazy stuff happens in this episode. I thought Eagly was gonna die. I was really upset about that. But I'm glad he didn't. It was good. It was a really good episode. It was really. I was experiencing a lot of emotions watching it. I was very emotionally compromised.
Yeah, I haven't watched it, but can you just tell me one thing? Did Peacemaker and Harcourt hook up yet? I want them to hook up so bad.
No, because Peacemaker's getting plenty of action from Vigilante.
Oh.
No, I'm just kidding. That's just me. That's just
they do make a. This is the second time in the show when they've commented on Peacemaker's bisexuality, though.
Oh, that's true.
Oh, God.
So it is possible, I suppose.
And
I thought that might have been something that only happened in prison, but something in this episode suggested that it might have happened more than just in prison.
I mean, if you're having threesomes, I feel like that makes you kind of bisexual, like mostly bisexual, perhaps. I don't know. With same sex, if you're having threesomes with the opposite sex, I don't know. It's too complicated. I don't know. Starfleet Boy hasn't been a guest star in relationships as much to be able to comment on that.
Have you?
Once, yeah. I was a guest star. I feel like everyone should try that once. It's fun. Multiple people frolicking.
A lot of people say it's not fun. Like it's hard to make sure everyone feels like they're getting enough attention paid to them.
Yeah, I would.
I mean, well, go ahead.
No, I'm sorry. I would think. Sorry, Father. I would think it would be hard to focus on, like. I wouldn't be able to focus. I would have a hard time focusing on who I love more. I'm like, do I give you more attention or do I give this person the other attention? Like,
yeah, it's all about I'll just say that it's all about communication. You just have to for my particular situation, I can't give you any details because I don't have permission from the folks I was with. But this was many years ago when Starfleet Boy was in his 20s. And my particular situation, there was a lot of communication, like lots of conversations happened beforehand. It was very well thought out and planned out, and everyone just felt very comfortable, and so it was really and then during there was also a lot of communication. So I feel like any situation, I feel like if you're open and curious and talking about it, like it can be fun. But I could see how it could not be fun if you're not. If you're not in that situation where you had a lot of communication and stuff like that. So,
I guess the thing to take away here is communication is key.
Yeah, exactly. Father just shared something on our screen. Let's put it up. Here we go.
Yeah, that's Black Adam.
Oh, can we show this trailer? I haven't seen it. I still didn't watch it. Are we allowed to show this trailer? I don't think we can show the trailer.
Well, I'm not gonna show the whole thing. I'm just gonna show flashes of it.
Right on.
No, because if you show the trailer, you're gonna get smacked with a.
Yeah, I've gotten that happen to me before. Here we have a couple of comments. Wait, what was that, Ruben?
I said I'm ready. I defeated the Sticky Federation.
Oh, go on the bottom of this screen. Ooh, I can't wait to share the screenshot. Go on the bottom of this screen and see where it says cam mic settings. Just click on it for me because I don't have all your cam mic settings. And then go to audio, and then where it says mic, what does it say on your thing?
V8F, which is the thing I have.
Okay, and then under speaker, what does it say?
Echo cancellation.
No, speaker.
Speaker.
Did you click on settings? You know the cam mic settings at the bottom of this screen, of the screen you're on? Sorry, audience. We're just trying to take...
In this audio settings section, I just see mic. I don't see anything about speaker.
When you click cam... Oh, wait. So at the bottom where the mute button is, you know where the mute button is? That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
And so there's not a thing that says cam/mic for you?
Yeah.
Okay. When you click on that, when you go to audio, you don't have a speaker?
No.
Oh. Huh. So it just says mic there, right?
Mm-hmm.
Click the mic, and what are your options?
Internal microphone or the mic I'm using?
Okay. Go to system preferences for me and go to sound real quick. Sorry guys. This is real
On the
quick,
Mac.
sorry.
On the Mac.
On a Mac. And under sound output, what does it say?
Output. What output is the V8S?
Wait, what does it say under output?
V8S.
The microphone.
Oh,
He's got it
change it
right.
to your headphones or something. Can you change it?
No, because the headphones are running through the mic and I forget what it's called. The thing with
Oh,
all knobs.
can you plug your headphones into your computer instead?
I could try.
Do it for me. Oh my god, we're gonna fix it. We're gonna fix this shit right now. All right, is it plugged into your computer now? The headphones?
I don't know if you can hear me, but now I can't hear you.
That's fine. Wait one sec. Oh, you can't hear me. Okay, unplug the headphones. Just complete. Oh, you can't hear me. Shit. Unplug. Did you unplug it? The headphones?
Hear you now. Can you hear me?
Did you? Can you hear us now?
Yeah.
Okay, through your headphones, no, right?
Yeah.
Oh, you hear us in your headphones,
I
but
hear
you're
you
still
through
plugged
that.
into the You're plugged into the computer. Or you plugged it back into the mic
I'm
thing.
plugged into the computer.
Oh yes. Okay. Oh, you sound better already. All right. Now go to cam mic settings and go to audio and make sure under speaker it says built-in audio or headphones.
There's no speaker.
There's still no speaker. You do sound a little better. I don't know if
Turn
it
his
had
echo
anything to do-
cancellation off now. And see
Oh
if
yeah.
it
Let me do it now.
still
Hold
has
on.
the
Okay.
echo.
Yeah. Good point. Good point. Here we go. All right. Here we go. All right. No echo. You still hear us, right?
No echo.
Oh my god, you sound great! Yes,
Yeah.
we fixed it. All right, good.
It was the echo cancellation thing.
What?
StreamYard is complicated because I used Discord for 3 hours today. I used Zoom for 2 hours today. Not a problem with anything.
I know.
StreamYard.
Do you have a gain button on your mic by any chance?
Yeah.
Okay, make the gain a little louder.
I think it's as loud as it goes right now.
Oh, it is. Get closer to your mic and talk into it.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I don't like.
Get really close to your mic.
Yeah.
Oh, I know how to fix that. Okay, but at least you sound clear. You're not like cutting out. You were clipping before. You were like cutting out, which is weird. But okay, good. All right, sorry. Back to. Hey, Father, can you share that previous screenshot
I'll
with
mute
the?
myself again.
No, you sound
After
fine.
after all we did, he mutes himself.
He mutes
Look at that.
himself. Great.
By the
I
way,
only saw
by the way-
episode 1 of Peacemaker. I got nothing to say.
Oh, good. Okay, that's fine. Fine.
Yeah,
you
but
can
by the way-
carry on in game.
By the way, how do I sound? I was like,
You sound fine. Everyone else sounds fine. Ruben sounds great now too.
Okay.
Sorry, audience, and thank you. Everyone stuck with us. No one left, so I appreciate that. What are we seeing here, Father?
Well, we have here images released in the DC sizzle reel that they put out today. A big highlight in it, I think, is the Black Adam movie, which comes out fairly soon, right? I wish I had the release dates in front of me. But, oh, here it is. Black Adam comes out July 29th. But the movies DC is doing this year, we have The Batman comes out in a couple of weeks, not connected to the DC EU. The rest of these are DC EU, so we'll have Black Adam in July. And then I think November we have the Flash movie, and then in December will be Aquaman 2. The Black Adam movie is also going to be kind of a backdoor Justice Society movie. So if you're not familiar with the Justice Society, they're kind of like they're like the Justice League of the Golden Age superheroes. We have Dr. Fate, Hawkman.
Check out Hawkman. Wow.
Yeah, Hawkman's played by Aldous Hodge, who played Kraft in Calypso.
Oh,
so
right
for us
on.
Trekkies, he's from
Yeah.
Short Treks. Which, by the way, I think I finally cracked the code on how Calypso fits into continuity. And
Oh yeah, I haven't had a chance to. Oh, you said I did see that actually. No, I don't think that's true.
What I said is not true.
It's a dream, right? You said it was gonna be a dream.
I actually commented on your little thing that you did on.
You did.
Yeah, I don't know if you saw that.
Yeah, I clicked like on it.
Oh yeah, I didn't see.
I love that
Sorry.
you're doing shorts on your YouTube channel. It's cool. It's
Well, we'll see if
it's a neat
anyone
thing.
watches them, and I'll keep it up.
I
Nice.
watched them. I watched it.
But apparently the algorithms like those.
CB Cerulean Blue is hilarious. I'm still here shoveling butter pecan ice cream in my face while y'all discuss stuff I don't watch. Thanks, CB. We'll be back to Star Trek. But carry on, Father. So that's Hawkman. Wow.
Yeah, and I got some better pictures coming up in just a second. I'm trying to get these. I couldn't find any website that had like actual good screenshots of this shit, so I just went and played the whole fucking thing and screenshotted all of it. I'm trying to arrange the I wish someone who like talked about DC shit primarily went and did this, but none of them did it, so I guess one of the Star Trek dudes has to go and do it for them, but that's okay. We're the best fandom in the world for a reason.
It's true. Not a lie.
So, am I still on the screen share?
Yeah.
Okay.
I can take it off if you need to switch to something else.
No, I'm good.
All right, here we go.
Okay, so this is the DC 2022 trailer, which is it's kind of a weird marketing thing. Like, I don't see any other big franchise doing this, but yeah, I get it. Like, they're pretty proud of their DC brand. Harry Potter and Lord of the Rings ain't the big cash cows these days, so Warner Brothers got to rely on something, keep the shareholders happy. This is what you were talking about, though.
Yeah, that's rad.
So the Flash reminds me of the New 52 Flash design that Jim Lee did when he added all these lines, which I kind of didn't like in the comic, but actually in live action it looks kind of interesting and exciting. The Rock as Black Adam. If you don't know who Black Adam is, just think he was the Shazam of like thousands of years ago in this North African country, very Egyptian inspired, but it's a made up country called Kandak. And he was like the hero, the champion of the people, but he was kind of dark and brutal and got carried away. And so the wizard eventually, took his power away. And in the comics, he's returned as a villain for Shazam. He used to be called Captain Marvel, but now everyone thinks of Brie Larson if you say that. So Shazam, Billy Batson, in the comics has battled Black Adam, and then he eventually becomes kind of an anti-hero, and that's what I think this Rock approach is going to be. He actually served with the Justice Society and had teammates with these fellow superheroes. Also, we see this image. I guess I'm just going to go through the whole thing. If y'all have thoughts, though, by all means, interrupt me. But if you're unfamiliar with the story Flashpoint, which has been adapted into an animated movie, and they touched on it in the TV show Flash, and it was a 2011 miniseries written by Jeff Johns with art by Adam Kubert. But it's basically Barry Allen decides to go back in time and stop his mom from being killed, and it completely derails the timeline. But here, yeah, this is clearly Barry going back in time to Nora Allen when she's still alive. So standing outside the house, seeing her here. We have Momoa as Aquaman. He's got this cool looking black suit, like might be kind of some type of stealth, on the throne of Atlantis, being a king, like a boss. Hair floating around in the water. The Batmobile, the Batman, Black Adam doing lightning shit. The Flash. This is Flash in the Batcave. I think this is like when he's hanging out with Michael Keaton. I don't want to go through these too fast. I'm not sure who this cat is. I think he might be Atom Smasher. He's probably he's one of the Justice Society people.
Wow.
So
all of this is gonna come out in the theater. This is all for theater stuff.
Yeah, this is all for theaters. This is I think Cyclone. She's a I think she's like the granddaughter of the original Red Tornado or something like that in the Justice Society. She's like this redheaded, freckled, ginger white girl in the comics. They're doing some race bending here, which
Sorry, guys.
I'm not familiar with this actress, but I think she looks lovely, and we see her in costume later, and she looks great.
Wait, what? Father, can you switch it? Was that Iris?
Wow.
No, I think this is this is Cyclone. We see her in costume. This is from Black Adam.
Oh, okay.
Unless I'm mistaken. I guess this Flash costume, it has like little goggles that come out in the helmet.
That's a great shot, though.
It's a cool shot. I don't like the goggles, but like the Flash doesn't need he's got the Speed Force. He doesn't need like safety glasses, but the rest of it looks cool.
You know that Speed Force that kind of blurs your vision.
I didn't notice. I didn't notice that he had the goggles.
Yeah, like in the trailer, if you watch it, it actually like they come down out of the helmet over his eyes in that shot.
Oh, gotcha.
This is a great shot from various Batman trailers when Batman is like being surrounded by a bunch of criminals and he lights a flare. That's
there's lots of blacks and red.
The color palette of this Batman movie is really
Is that Pierce Brosnan?
Yeah.
Oh, I just noticed. Oh, wow.
He's going to be Dr. Fate.
Dr. Fate. Is that like Doctor Strange in the
That
DC?
is very much like Doctor Strange. he is a wizard. He's like the head sorcerer of the DC superheroes, and he has a gold bucket that he wears as a helmet. It's called the helmet of Naboo.
Oh, Naboo? Ruben, do you remember the Prince of Naboo?
This was around long before Star Wars was ever a thing.
No, I remember Dr. Fate. But
Were you?
What was the Prince of Naboo?
Do you remember when I dressed up? Do you remember I dressed up for the Star Wars Phantom Menace premiere, and I didn't know anything about Naboo, but I knew Natalie Portman was the Queen of Naboo, and so I dressed up as a character called the Prince of Naboo. And I was wearing a poncho like thing, and I had my lightsaber and everything. But anyways, so he's the what of Naboo? The sorcerer?
It's just the helmet. It's also like an ancient Egyptian type helmet. But yeah, like the helmet's passed down to different people become the sorcerer, Dr. Fate. It's typically the guy who has it in the comics is named Kent Nelson. So I think that's who Pierce Brosnan will be playing. But yeah, just think he's like DC's Doctor Strange, even though he was around first. And here we have a good shot of Hawkman.
Yeah, totally.
That's those wings are pretty epic.
Yeah, it's hard to get the wings right. Like this is the third attempt, I guess, of live action Hawkman.
Yeah, because wasn't he in Smallville for a bit?
There was a Hawkman on Smallville, and then there was a Hawkman on Legends of Tomorrow in that first season. They got rid of Hawkman pretty fast on that show.
I actually watched the first season of Legends, and I don't remember Hawkman at all, but he must have been there.
Yeah, that was the weakest season of that show. The Rock looks great as Black Adam, though.
Yeah.
There
is no padding in that suit.
Yeah, it's probably true.
Yeah.
That's probably as skin tight as you can get.
No, this is like alternate universe stuff from the Flash
Supergirl
movie.
in the background there, right there.
Yeah, there's Supergirl from a parallel Earth. There's one Barry Allen, and then I guess another Barry Allen from and I'm sure Grant Gustin shows up in this movie.
Yeah. Do you think they're saving it because everyone loves Grant Gustin?
No, I mean, if he shows up in this movie, I will lose it because I love the Flash TV.
Ezra Miller showed up on the TV show. They're gonna pay it back and put.
He did.
Oops.
Yeah, but if Grant Gustin shows up in this Flashpoint movie, I will lose my mind.
And that's it. Those are all the screenshots I got. We went through all of them.
I got some interesting artwork to share here on the same subject, which is Let's see if I can put it up here.
Oh my god!
I
that's
saw
a lot of
this.
stuff.
This
Oh
is
my
kind of
God.
cool. This someone drew like their interpretation of what Doctor Fate might look like, and I kind of like it. I'm kind of digging it.
Is
Yeah,
it,
it's not that
yeah,
different from what they're going with. It looks like.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. He's got religious undertones with the kind of cross there.
Actually, that's the Ankh, and it
Yeah.
is. I guess it is
The
spiritual, but not.
the Ankh is often associated with Doctor Fate.
No, but even the positioning of his hands, it's like he's
Oh, I see
about.
what you mean. He's almost doing the little
y-
point, the
Yeah,
little
yeah, yeah,
Jesus point or whatever. You know, where you got to do this like thing.
Oh
with
yeah,
his
it's like
yeah,
a
hand.
Catholic thing, right?
Yeah.
yeah, like a little thing. Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah, I
Um.
see that. I see that. And
mm,
then we got a behind the scenes shot of thanks
Dwayne.
Blue for texting this to me. Yeah. The Rock. That's a
I can't
cool.
find these pictures of Atom Smasher and oh, here it is.
I feel like
There's
I feel like his forearm is the same size as my whole torso. Or not his forearm, sorry, his bicep, I guess that's called, right? Like this part, this thing right here. That's my torso, I feel like the whole and I'm like not in the best shape, so I'm a little overweight right now, and so yeah, I feel like his bicep is still bigger than me. Do you pull up another image to share, Fathery?
give me just a second.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna have to go to some pictures I saw on the internet earlier, and I actually posted on Facebook. Computer
Yeah.
running slow and
I'm
annoying.
really, I'm really excited for Black Adam because I really, really want to see Black Adam fight Shazam, but I don't think that's gonna happen in the first movie. I think that's gonna happen in the sequel. I think.
Blue Sparrow and I both want to know what game Ruben's playing. I predict it's STO.
You are correct, sir.
Can you share you don't have a way to share your screen, right?
No, I mean I can turn my computer around. So you can...
No, don't do that because we only see reflections. Damn it. That's
Okay.
so cool.
Here we go.
All right,
That's cool.
Father's got his screen share back up. I want to figure out a way to stream your STO on our stream. It would be really fun. All right, here we go. So this is the Hawk.
That's Hawkman. We already saw him.
Hawkman.
But then here, this is Cyclone. She has like wind powers. She can control like tornadoes and make wind blow around and stuff. And then this is Atom Smasher. He gets big and strong.
Oh, cool.
You know the DC hero, the Atom, who shrinks?
Yeah.
This is the Atom Smasher. He grows.
That's
He's
funny.
he's like Ant-Man. He can grow.
Yeah, or Giant Man.
Right.
Sometimes in the Marvel comics, Ant-Man is called Giant Man because he, goes big instead of little.
Uh-huh.
PJ says Aquaman 2, The Wrath of Lisa Bonet. Oh man.
Oh wow! Oh my god!
Has Starfleet Boy watched Harley yet? No.
Harley Quinn. Harley
Yeah,
Quinn. you
Harley
mean, right?
Quinn. Yeah, I'm not. I'm so
You need to
sorry.
watch Harley Quinn.
know.
Harley. You know what? Would you like to watch Harley Quinn with me? Because I need an excuse to watch the show again.
Yeah, you know what? That might be fun.
No, he's talking about the movie.
The movie, but we're talking about the movie, Marcelo.
Oh, I'll watch that. I don't care. I'll watch that. Too.
All
I
right,
don't
we'll
care.
make a date. We'll make a date. Father, if you want to watch it
It's
with
back
us
on
too.
HBO Max.
Is it? All right,
Yeah,
all right. We'll
yeah,
make
we
a
can-
date,
yeah,
Marcelo.
we can do that. We can do that.
We're gonna finally do this. I'm gonna finally watch Harley Quinn. I just like have no time, and there's so much Star Trek, but we'll do it. We'll figure it
You watch
out.
all this other stuff that's not Star Trek, though.
What do
Yeah,
I watch? What do I watch? I watch The Gilded Age. It's true. I am watching The Gilded Age.
I don't know. You watch Raised by Wolves, whatever.
I
the
do
hell
watch
that
Raised by
is.
the Wolves, but you know what? I keep saying Raised by the Wolves. I don't know what's wrong with me.
You didn't used to say that. You
I know
you just
it's
started
so
that
strange.
lately.
It's such a weird tick. I haven't even seen episode 2 of Raised by Wolves, and I fell asleep twice trying to watch episode.
You must hate it even more than you
No,
hate Voyager.
I love Raised by Wolves, so I don't know what's happening to me. And I think
Excuse
there's a
me.
new episode out tonight.
Excuse me.
So now I'm
you still-
3 behind. What's
Hold
that?
up. Hold up. I'm sorry, guys.
Yeah.
You still haven't got through Voyager? You're still falling asleep?
Because I watch these things late at night.
Why?
It's like I watch it at night. It's like I'm in my cozy bed and all
But don't put it off so late. Like start watching an hour earlier,
Yeah, it's like
and
come
then you'll
on.
be awake.
And I'm like fathery. Like when I watch something, I can't be doing other stuff, so I have to like just watch. Right? And didn't you say you're like that? You have to just like.
Oh, yeah.
Well, that's
Yeah.
like with Star Trek at least. Like,
I don't like to even eat while I'm watching something if I'm watching it for the first time.
No, I can't. No, I can't do that. When I'm watching something, I can't eat either. For the first time.
I don't want to look at my phone. I don't want someone to talk to me. I don't want to be like someone in the room like talking to me.
Going back to Peacemaker, what did you think of this latest episode, Father? And are you excited about the finale?
Here's another thing I don't like to do is I don't like to like pause things in the middle of it and like rewind it. I want to just like sit. I want to pretend like I'm at the movie theater, just like sit and like watch it all the way through.
Like you have no choice. You can't pause.
But I was so concerned about Eagly that I did something I rarely do. I paused and I was rewinding back to see how did Eagly get hurt? Because when I did like that big the big wide shot looking down, the no pun intended, but the bird's eye view when Peacemaker's crying in the street, it looked like Eagly was laid out like he might have been dead. I was like, what exactly happened to him? I need to rewind and double check. I was so worried.
It was awful. I almost stopped watching. I was so upset, and I was like, no, just keep watching.
He just got punched.
I was like, just keep. Well, he got cut too. Remember they had to stitch him up.
But
the vets.
The episode itself, it was a lot of action. It was a lot of they were trying to pay off a lot of the stuff they'd been building up to. I actually thought a little bit of it felt like a little it was a little sloppy compared to some of the craft that went into the earlier episodes. But I'm so on board with the show that it was easy to overlook, and I'm pretty pumped for the finale. I guess next week I believe is the finale. So, but this was like wrapping up the storyline with his dad and the all the white dragon stuff and the dealing with all of that baggage and getting some closure with all of that. And now next week they have to deal with the butterfly threat and address that. And what I'm sure will be a big action-packed, climactic, spectacular.
Yeah. So I'm kind of worried though that they're gonna I feel like. I'm kind of worried, but I'm only worried because it's one more episode and I feel like there's so much more about the butterflies that I want to know, but I feel like we'll probably get those answers and stuff like that.
I don't know. I wouldn't hope to learn more about the butterflies.
Yeah, I guess the show's not like
what do
really
you need to know? We already know.
I want to know like what planet they're from. I want to
why
like,
they're from Galactatron 9. Like what the hell does that tell you? Like,
Galactatron.
Blue said the Eagly thing reminded me of Harry Potter, and it reminded me.
Don't tell
of
me because I don't want to know anything about Harry Potter because I feel like I already know too much.
Wait a minute, you've never watched Harry Potter?
Never watched it. Never read any of the books. I don't want anything to do with it.
What? Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I mean, that's okay if you. I mean, like, wait, why don't you want anything to do with it? Just because you're not interested, or because the J.K. Rowling stuff, or both?
Let's just go with both.
Okay, that's fine.
I never wanted anything to do with it.
I'm glad I discovered Harry Potter when J.K. Rowling
like wizards?
was like. I'm glad I discovered Harry Potter when J.K. Rowling wasn't like so awful as she is right now, because I feel like I would not want to even read Harry Potter based on some of her turfy behavior.
I just feel like I should say, like, even if a creative individual who made something that you love does something bad, doesn't necessarily mean that you should stop watching that thing that they created.
Oh yeah, but it's easier to have that stance when you discovered it before you knew they were creeps.
Right.
Like Orson Scott Card. I would never have read Ender's Game if I knew what a racist he is.
Right.
But then, like, so I read Ender's Game. It's brilliant. I love it. And then I found out later, and then I'm like, damn. but
right.
You know, so I think it's easier when you don't know. I guess that's why they say that phrase "never meet your heroes" or or like whatever, like.
Yeah, I mean, for me, one of my heroes, it took me years to figure out that one of my heroes was just a basic dick for no good reason.
You're talking about Joss Whedon?
I grew up with
Yeah.
Joss Whedon.
Yeah, me
I
too.
love his I love his work. He heavily influenced you know the writer I
Incredible
am.
writer.
Yeah, but he's a dick, and it
Yep.
took me a while to
Well,
come to terms with that.
I mean, it's like Peacemaker's dad. Like he invented all this crazy cool tech, but he's like a total douchebag, right? So like, it's like terrible. It's
Yeah,
like, it's like
yeah.
on the one hand, like he's a great inventor, but on the other hand, he's like not
He's a
worthy of.
douchebag.
Did he invent it? I was wondering where he got all of his technology
I
from.
feel like he's an inventor or something like that because all that tech is in that room, in that special room of his. But maybe it was installed. I mean, maybe there's more to his story than meets the eye. But my impression is that he's like this genius inventor, and he's just terribly misguided at the same time. Um, did you guys like? Did you guys like uh, the cow? Like, what was your expectation of the cow, and like, how did you feel
We
about
like the
like when you
cow.
finally saw it?
I guess I was
Did you-
curious what it would look like, and now I know, but I didn't think of it more than that.
Can I show Ruben? Do you want to see a picture of the cow? Let me pull up a picture of the cow. I can do this. Hold on. Where is it?
You can do it. If I can do it, you can do it. What's the saying? If I can do it, you can do
So,
it.
for like a while now, they've been teasing at this. The butterflies, and this thing is so funny looking. The butterflies drink nectar or something that's like milked from something that like they call the cow, and
Yeah.
it reminds me of the Suicide Squad, like the starfish alien in a weird way. Like it's just so absurd.
Yeah, it is kind of similar, I guess. But Ruben, these aliens come to Earth and they have invaded the planet secretly, but they have to eat nourishment from this one creature that
From
they
their
brought with
world,
them.
like there's nothing on. I guess they don't
They
eat
can't
our
eat
food.
any Earth food, so they have this big thing that's called the cow that they get like this nectar from that they feed off of,
This is the cow.
and this is what it looks like.
Wait, there's
Ah.
oh,
don't
you
get
got to
a
see
sense of
its
scale
tooth.
with that. Yeah, that's too. We need like
Oh my
a zoomed out
God.
picture.
Holy shit!
Let me
That's
see if there's
disgusting.
another picture. Hold on.
Oh, it's disgusting.
It's a gross thing, but it's also oddly or weirdly cute. I don't know.
How can you really? You
Yeah,
think
like,
that
did you
that's-
see its little buck tooth? Hold on. I'll show another close up, and then I'll try to
Oh,
find a
it's
wide
I
shot.
didn't.
But
I didn't have any strong feelings about it. I didn't think it looked cute or
That's
ugly.
gross.
It just looked like a big alien thing.
it is cool and alien looking. But it has like
Wait a minute. How many eyes does it have? Does it have another shit?
one,
A
two,
lot.
3, 4, 5, 6, maybe more.
I think it
But
had more above these, so it had at least 8, and I think it had like another. It had like a mouth on top of its forehead also.
Oh, it did.
Yeah, there's something there. It might have been like an additional eye or something.
I mean, it's like
it's gross.
it's beautifully gross. I like it a lot. Oh, look at this. Hold on. Let me see. I think this might be the image. I still can't find a wide enough. I don't know why they're not showing like a wide image here on the Google, but this is the cow from when
Maybe
they're
you'll
trying
have to pull up HBO Max and take your own screenshots, like I had to.
Oh yeah, let me do that. Hang on. I might
But
be able
make-
to do that.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't
what- it has some
Yeah,
type
Mike.
of orifice above that top set of eyes. I don't know what if that's a mouth or a blowhole or.
I would
What?
like to see it
A
like. Oh, maybe that would be gross if like its butt was also
If it
on
shat
its
out of its forehead,
forehead. Wow.
shit running down your face.
Oh, oh man, the cow. It's disgusting, but it would be funny. It's gross but funny, which is what Peacemaker is kind of. Oh, this was a great moment. Oh, come on, load image.
Yeah, but you know what? That reminds me of James Gunn's days on Slither, because Slither is such a fun movie, but it is so disgusting.
Yeah, it's a big body horror thing. I've never seen Slither. I want to watch it. I almost watched it this last Halloween when I was
Yeah, you
watching
should.
scary movies.
You should. It's great.
And Tonya thought that she'd get too. I showed her the trailer for it, and she thought she'd get too weirded out of all the little worms or whatever. So
But
but I want to see
Yeah,
it.
but-
I like Gunn a lot. I like Guardians of the Galaxy. I loved the Suicide Squad. I'm loving Peacemaker.
yeah, but if you just be warned when you sit down to watch Slither, whenever that is, it's really fun, but it's kind of gross.
Yeah, I can handle gross stuff most of the
Yep.
time.
PJ saying the CG is outstanding for TV, and it is pretty.
Yeah, there's a
frickin'
few
it's
shots
good,
that
yeah.
I think are a little subpar, but overall it does look as good as if Warner Brothers was doing this as a movie, which I also is comparable to Disney Plus. The only thing I don't like is Eagly CGI animals are very hard to do. They're hard, and Eagly sometimes looks a little cartoony to me, but everything else is very very good.
Cerulean Blue, I'm
Like
following
that
you.
creature, that creature you were showing, that looks like a movie.
Yeah, it does. Cerulean Blue, I'm following your chats a little bit, and I'm curious, what town do you live in? If you're willing to share, maybe not the town, but you don't have to give your location away because I don't want anyone to weirdly stalk you or whatever. But Cerulean Blue said
We're
he's like
all gonna go to your house and
yeah,
and
they're like
stab you
30
and take
miles
your
away
TV.
from the nearest movie theater, and that's why they don't go to the movies often. PE says, I get the impression that both Peacemaker and his dad have these huge backstories, and we as an audience are just now meeting them after it's all happened. In some of those adventures, they got all that. Well, I think Peacemaker's
Yeah.
reinvented for the TV show, I feel like, in a way, or rather maybe was reinvented for
Very
the
much.
yeah, right?
But yeah, like, you know, I watch this and think about it as if I was like reading a comic set in the DC universe, and I don't need everything explained because I'm like, oh yeah, like there's tons of aliens in the DC universe. There's all this stuff, like this type of high tech technology. It's all pretty commonplace. I don't need answers for it, to be honest. I am curious, but it's not something that I require to enjoy the story.
I have
Yeah,
to
I
give
mean, when it yeah, well, I'm sorry for interrupting you,
sure, go ahead.
Captain. But when
Do
I
better,
watch,
Marcelo. No, I'm just kidding.
do better,
Sorry,
be
go
better.
ahead.
You deserve better. No, I'm kidding.
No.
Yeah, you guys deserve way better than me. When I watch stuff, whether it's DC or whatever, there are sometimes where I want like all the answers, but there are a lot of times where if they don't give me all the answers, I'm okay with it. Like, like, I can use my brain to make up possible answers for myself in my own head.
Right on. I have to give a huge kudo to Robert Patrick. Kudos. He was so convincing as this like mean, just like
He was
hateful.
such an asshole.
Well, a mean, hateful,
The opening of
unrelenting
this episode,
fucking bastard.
The way that
yeah.
this one starts, it's like
Yeah.
his absolute worst.
Yeah. Yeah, and then like blaming and like it's so fascinating that they turn this character who we first meet at Peacemaker, and he's like a total villain for us and like an asshole and a
You
jerk.
hate
know,
him
it's
so much.
you hate
in
him
the
so
Suicide
much.
Squad.
Yeah. So much.
But
and
even there, like that movie gave him like enough substance.
Yeah, but at the I feel that at the beginning of the Suicide Squad, he was such a bubbly. Well, just go with me. He was such a bubbly, weird character that through the movie you're like, this guy is so much fun. But when he actually kills Rick Flag, you're like, wait a minute, he's really committed.
Yeah.
But I thought that James Gunn did a wonderful job of making someone who really hated Peacemaker for killing Rick Flag, and he made me love Peacemaker within. At the end of the first episode, I was completely turned already, and I thought it was going to take much longer for me to get there, but it didn't.
I mean, I don't know if I love them in the same sense that I love like Batman or Superman or like Peacemaker, but I really understand. I'm just impressed with the dimension that they gave this character. And I have to say that like I certainly am starting to I still don't like that both he and Vigilante are. When you think about it, they're killers. They like talk nonchalantly about accidentally killing someone. Although I will say Peacemaker is having a crisis and is starting to feel guilt, and like things are starting to creep in to him. So maybe that he's changing.
Yeah,
but
Vigilante's a psychopath.
Is a psychopath.
Literally a
yeah.
psychopath. Like he doesn't experience human emotion.
Yeah,
but he's a bubbly psychopath. He's not
he's a likable
psychopath.
fun psychopath in the context of a fictional story.
Yeah.
I mean, in the comics, doesn't he have a storyline where he actually gets depressed and he kills himself in the comics?
Yeah, but there's been different versions of the character, and none of them are quite like the one that the Gunn is going with here.
Yeah.
But I gotta say, like, I do really like the design of Vigilante, and the character has been a lot of fun too. Just the personality.
What's the name of Peacemaker's dad again?
The White Dragon?
The White Dragon.
Or Augie Smith.
Augie, yeah, but like the White Dragon, so like is he like the racist Iron Man? Like what's the like
I don't know. I'm not familiar with the White Dragon, to be honest. I don't know. I assume that's probably a thing in the comics, but I don't know.
I would be very
I don't know what they based that on.
No, but I would be very interested to find out if James Gunn based like if he took a bunch of storylines from Peacemaker comics and basically sort of stitched them all together to make this version of Peacemaker, or whether he took Peacemaker and a bunch of characters from some of his favorite runs of the comics and made a completely new story that was never in the comics in the first place.
Yeah, so here I'm looking it up, and like I suspected, there is a White Dragon in the comics, not affiliated with Peacemaker. So, they created the family relation. In the comics, it's someone named William Heller. I'm just going to read this here. White Dragon is a legacy name used by supervillains traditionally associated with white supremacy. The name is taken as a reference to the Ku Klux Klan. Daniel Duncannon, an enemy of Hawkman, was the original dragon, a neo-Nazi in a powerful suit of armor, which focused his fire powers. His successor was William Heller. Heller was a member of the Aryan Empire, the Fourth Reich, and the Suicide Squad. Chop Chop also briefly used the alias as a hero, fighting the Japanese invaders in his native China. White Dragon was created by John Ostrander, first appearing in Hawkworld. Heller was created by Ostrander in the so it's from DC Comics in the 80s, and they for the show they just made that be Peacemaker's dad to give him the racist asshole dad.
Fascinating. What'd you guys think of oh, go ahead, sorry, Marcelo.
I'm sorry for interrupting you.
You don't need to apologize anymore, but if you're feeling bad about it, try not to interrupt.
Yeah.
Anyways, carry on.
Try not to interrupt. That's a really fascinating history lesson on this racist asshole of a character.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's. I think they did a really great job. I thought the show, first of all, was like very bold to just not hold back on this character. I mean, like, again, he's just a mean fucking son of a bitch, like he was just so mean. He never relented. There was like one moment where I was like, oh, like, is he like, is it just, like one moment where he seemed to have a little rapport with Detective Song, but other than that, like, he's just awful. Like, the whole time he's like someone you're like, this is why racism sucks, like.
There's a larger, deeper story that Gunn is trying to tell with this show that I think has a lot to do with masculinity in fathers and sons.
Yeah,
and the idea of like you growing up with a chip on your shoulder, like you have to be like a real man. You have to live up to society's expectations and to your father's expectations. And there's a strange dichotomy that a lot of people develop in regards to their parents, but specifically here I think Gunn is talking about with fathers and sons. That's the notion of like you have all these negative feelings towards someone, but for whatever reason you can't just write them off. You feel obligated to have some degree of respect for them, and the kind of traumatic fallout you experience from that of thinking like, oh, I gotta live up to this person's ridiculous expectations and standards that they want from me, and also like trying to defend some of their negative aspects to other people when Waller's daughter, I forget her name, but when she's saying like, no, your dad is a bad person, he's like one of the worst people ever, like, and he's like, no, like he's just like of his time, and he's out of touch and all that. But yeah, like there's like this denial that happens. And here we do see Peacemaker come to full terms with all of that shit. You're muted.
Right on. And we got to get Vigilante's cake in this episode, which I was very happy about as well.
His cake. I don't remember
his
him.
Cake. You never heard of the expression cake? By the way, what did you guys think of the
What are you
Mern?
talking about?
Okay, so cake is a... You never heard the word cake in reference to the human butt?
No.
Oh, wow. You missed the whole cake thing. Ruben, do you know about cake? Marcelo? Cake? No? Oh, okay. Maybe it's a gay thing. I don't know.
It probably is.
So when you're serving cake, you're serving your butt. Like
Antonia,
Cake? What? Like,
have you
like,
ever
yeah,
heard someone
like, where did you
use the word cake
where
to
did that come
describe
from?
someone's butt?
Yeah, totally.
Like, I want a piece
Never-
of that cake.
did
Have you
I
ever heard
tell
that? Antonia's never heard that either. I think
I
Starfleet Boy
know,
made
I've
that up.
never just to clarify, I've never heard that either.
Yeah.
You guys have
Ask,
never
if
heard...
you've heard that in the audience, then let us
Never
know.
heard.
Well, Cyrillian says, now I want cake.
Well, which kind? Which kind are you talking about?
Both male and female cake is all it's all cake.
No, I mean, like, does he want cake or does he want ass? Like, they're two different things.
Oh, I see. It's the same. It's the
No,
same.
but like does he actually want cake, or does he actually want pussy, or like an ass or whatever? So there's that.
That was Marcelo slipping. No, that's something different. Cake is
Sorry,
only the
I
butt.
slipped a
Cake
little
is
bit,
only
sorry.
the cake is only the butt. But anyways, it's like, look at this cake. You haven't seen those memes, like the cake.
No.
No. Oh wow. Okay. Maybe it's a homosexual thing. I don't know. I don't know if it is.
Yeah,
If it's a
I
gay
don't wanna
community
say
thing. I'm not
anything
sure.
Pretty much.
But now you know, and now you'll see it all over the internet. PE says, I never heard that either. I think it must be something that comes from the gay scene. It is totally from the gay scene. By the way, CB doesn't mind. Kingman, Arizona. That's a cool town name. And my town has a 2-screen theater, and they don't have time to let movies stay on one of their screens more than a week or two. Only other theater is in Laughlin, Nevada, 35 miles away. So yeah, that's tough.
Not that bad of a drive. I grew up further from a theater than that.
Yeah,
You
my
did?
theater, yeah.
Marcel, what were you gonna say?
No, Father, go ahead.
It was like 45 miles away, but I didn't have anything else to add.
I know. My local theater is about maybe an hour away from me. Yeah, an hour. So it's not.
Oh wow, that's like far.
Yeah, because
An hour in traffic, or like a legitly like an hour.
No, like
away?
like a legit hour.
Wow.
Yeah, that's about what I had. It was a little less than an hour to get to the. I'd normally go to the theater in Pflugerville. But
I have
go
a
to
theater
sometimes.
10 minutes away.
But is it like an AMC theater or what?
Like a chain theater. It's a Regal, I think.
It's
Oh,
not
it's a
like a
Regal?
little 2-screener. It's like a big Cineplex.
Yeah,
Is
yeah.
what they used to call.
Yeah,
them.
my theater is a AMC theater, and I have the AMC A-list pass thing. I don't know if you guys, if anybody likes going to the movies in the audience and you like going to AMC theaters, I highly recommend this pass. You can actually see up to 3 movies a week, unlimited. You get free snacks. You get free offers. It's a wonderful, wonderful deal for what they give you.
Wow. That's
Free
very cool.
plug, sorry.
Cerulean Blue says America is a big damn place. It actually is, and there's still a lot of land. Like you can still go homestead up in the Dakotas, if I'm not mistaken. You can just like plant your flag, just like Joseph did in Far and Away, and claim your land. I think that's like a real thing.
I think
that you
it's
can
all
still do.
claimed now.
No, I think here. Can you say? Hold on. Can you still homestead in the USA? Okay,
you can't have shit like that. Any
I
like
mean,
big
you can buy
corporations.
land in places. There's plenty of land to buy. You think in a capitalist country they're just gonna let you plant a flag and take what you want?
Someone, if it can be bought, someone with money has already bought it. And they're trying to sell it.
So
to someone
according to Google, homesteading ended in 1976. So Starfleet Boy was wrong.
God.
But look, right up until 1976, up till 76, you could still homestead
Oh my
in the
God.
frickin' United States.
Oh
Like in
my God.
Alaska is where you could do it. Isn't that crazy?
Oh god.
1976 is not that long ago.
1976. Brian was from my show. Brian Swift. He was born in Alaska in 1976.
Alaska wasn't discovered too much before that anyway, so there wasn't anything there.
Well, still,
Alaska's not even like a real state. This is like a bunch of
Wait a minute.
ice.
Well, hold
that,
it.
Like
Wait a minute.
9 people live on.
Wait a minute. Wait. Is what Alaska's not a state, or are you just joking?
I mean, it's technically a state, but I don't really
Technically.
recognize it.
the U.S. government doesn't give away free land anymore, but some state and local governments do. This is 2021. If you're looking to go the free to cheap route for your new home, that's where you're going to be looking.
Yeah,
But it's
yeah.
very rare nowadays. It's not
Yeah.
it's not easy to get a homestead. You're right. Sorry. But I thought you could do it. I heard when I was younger that you could still do it in the Dakotas. But yeah, that was not correct. So
I
I'm
mean,
glad
you probably
that-
could, as nobody would notice. There's barely anybody out there anyway.
Yeah, I mean
You'd
it's
probably
big.
get away with it for a while.
But you could I think that in America you could basically do anything you want if you have the right amount of funds, and if you're Jeff Bezos, you can do anything you want. Sorry, that was stupid. That was a call for.
That's fun. That's fun. PE says after global warming makes most of the world uninhabitable, Alaska will be the one place in the U.S. that is still nice to live in. That's
That
true.
might very well be true.
That might be true. Seattle's gonna be great.
Seattle's gonna be underwater.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Anything on the coast.
Seattle's like I feel like Elliott Bay was a glacier, an ancient glacier. So Seattle's on the mountainy part of that. I feel I don't know. It might make it because it's also inland. You guys, I need to go get a drink. So make it show. Why don't we go ahead and start transitioning into the Book of Boba Fett if we want, or you can talk about whatever you want. Or audience, give us some talking point. Give these guys some talking points because they know a lot.
Sounds good to me.
All right, I'll be back.
You want to go, Boba?
Yeah, this is the finale, the final
All right,
Book of
let's go,
Boba.
Boba.
Unless they do a second season, are they gonna? Is there
No,
been
I
any
don't-
talk of that?
Not that I'm aware of, but you know what? I don't know if I want a second season because I'm like, this was kind of okay to middling. I was fine.
Yeah, no, I agree. I think the story ended. I think Boba Fett is in a position where he can come back as a supporting character in, The Mandalorian or this Ahsoka show or anything else they do in this
Right.
time period. But yeah, I don't know if we need more of his story. I don't know if I needed more Boba Fett at all. I know he's like one of the most popular characters, so they felt obligated to bring him back, do something like this.
No, but the thing that really frustrated me was they kind of defanged Boba Fett. They did I thought he should have been way more violent and way more smart. Like I would have never walked out onto the street and hired these stupid biker gang little children. Like okay, first of all, you're gonna hire these random children off the street and you know nothing about them. He knew absolutely nothing about them. Yeah, I just feel like they turned Boba Fett into somebody who wasn't necessarily really smart.
Well, here's what they did with Boba Fett, and I understand their motivation for it. But yeah, they made him a very different character than what I always pictured in my head as a little kid watching the original trilogy before the prequels were a thing, before I ever saw Tamora Morrison speaking his New Zealander accent. Back when Boba Fett used to have that Clint Eastwood type voice I always talk about and how I miss those days.
Yeah.
But that idea of that silent, deadly, stoic figure in the full armor and helmet at all times. You never see his face. He doesn't talk a lot, but when he does, you pay attention. Strong Western vibes, bounty hunter type dude. That version of the character was totally co-opted by The Mandalorian. I mean, that's largely what they based Din on. If you go back and watch like that first episode of The Mandalorian, you know, I can bring you in hot or I can bring you in cold. Yeah, he's basically Boba. He's Silver Boba Fett.
Yeah.
And then, you know, they make him a more sympathetic character through Grogu, and they give him this whole arc and make him turn into a nicer guy. And I really like that first season of Mandalorian. I think it's great. It's legitimately great. So I can understand them. You know, we can't just have like Silver Mando and Green Mando. We have to make them two different characters. And so their decision to make Boba Fett a different character, and you know, I was largely okay with the approach they went in the Book of Boba Fett. They kind of, and I'm a guy like I hate the prequels. I don't like seeing stuff from the prequel era, but I was okay with. They did such a good job with the presentation of this new Boba Fett. I like that they allowed Tamora Morrison to bring in a lot of his Maori background, his Pacific Islander culture and stuff, and show that here. And I liked the story, you know, the arc they gave him with like the Tusken Raiders, and like he learned like you know, like having friends, having connections, having family, having community. Those aren't weaknesses; those are strengths. You know, the Tuskens didn't make him weak and soft. They made him stronger by instilling these values in him. So I'm okay with like that, the change in the character in that arc. But yeah, beyond that, I just think a lot of the execution was sometimes middle of the road. Sometimes it was cool, sometimes it wasn't. But that's kind of just what I expect from Star Wars. I don't expect great things from Star Wars.
Yeah, I think it's pretty safe to say that I have more faith in modern Star Wars than you do. Is that right?
Maybe. I mean, to me, like most of it, it's like somewhere around like how I felt about Rogue One or Solo, which is it's okay. You know, Book of Boba Fett, it's okay. Like sometimes there's neat stuff, sometimes there's annoying stuff. There's a lot of things that that they do in Star Wars that like, oh, the franchise clearly loves doing this, and I'm just not into it. I just like don't care about like bringing all these dead characters back to life. You know, in the Clone Wars cartoon, they brought Darth Maul back to life. In the movies, they brought the Emperor back to life. On the TV shows, they brought Boba Fett back to life. You think Cad Bane's gonna stay dead? I don't. He'll come back to life, I'm sure. It's like what Luke said, no one's ever really gone. I used to think that Blue Elephant, Max Rebo, I used to think he blew up in Return of the Jedi. No, I see him playing at the casino, at the bar, or whatever, here on this show. So it's like, fuck, he don't even stay dead. They don't even let the Blue Elephant stay dead.
I'm sorry.
Hell yeah, no one's ever really got. She can't get rid of these goddamn Star Wars characters.
Yeah, but I look that thing. From a story standpoint, I don't like when characters are killed and then they're brought back for like. No, I hate that. When I kill somebody in my script, they're dead. I don't kill somebody and then bring them back like, you know, 2 episodes later or a movie later or a series later. I don't like that about this new Star Wars universe.
But they seem to really like doing it, and I don't know.
Yeah,
I guess there's some fans out there, you know, fans that get excited and are like, "Oh, this character's back, yay!" So
yeah, but the other thing that I had a problem with in the finale is that I did like the giant gunfight that they were having, but the thing is, I felt that I didn't see enough people die. I saw nobody die. I'm like, you guys are having a giant gunfight in the middle of a goddamn street and nobody's dying. What the hell?
I don't know. Like, I feel like they killed a lot of the bad guys, but yeah, not many good. The green pigs. The green pigs got pushed off the cliff, and that was it.
Yeah, but
like no one else.
Yeah.
None of the other good guys died beyond that, right?
Yeah, no, and I did enjoy the scene with the Rancor, but one of my favorite YouTubers pointed out that why run all the way back to your base and instead of getting the Rancor, why didn't he get Slave 1 and fly that thing over the town and just waste all the fools.
Yeah, due to them what he did to the biker gang that didn't even kill his tribe. He just wasted that gang for no reason. I mean, they were assholes, obviously. So
Yeah.
not gonna lose too many tears over them. But, yeah, a lot of that action, to me, like it dragged on too long. First of all, like that put me in a bad mood when I started the episode and I saw like the runtime was like a full hour. I'm like, wow, does this really need to be an hour long? I actually liked a lot of those episodes of Mandalorian that were only like 38 minutes long. I like those lean stories, but yeah, a lot of the action felt bloated, and I would sometimes get bored with it. What made it interesting to me though was when Peli showed up with Grogu, and she's like, "Hey Mando, I finally found you," and like she kind of brought in like a new wave of energy that got me excited. And you know, be it the Mandalorian or be it the Book of Boba Fett, the Din Djarin / Grogu stuff works. I think that
great.
They really know they really have a good handle on those the characters they invented that Favreau and Filoni invented together. They know what to do with them. And that was a lot of fun to see that type stuff. And then the confrontation with Cad Bane, I like that. I mean, the gunfight was kind of cool, but just like the conceptual confrontation, you know, the battle of ideas, the battle of philosophies. Cad Bane being, you know, the old school bounty hunter that Boba Fett used to learn from as a kid. You know, him saying,
old guard.
Yeah, consider this my final lesson. Look out for yourself. Anything else is weakness.
Mm-hmm.
And we know that's not Boba Fett's outlook anymore.
No, that's not. But you know what I liked about Cad Bane? I really liked the way that they dressed him up, because Cad Bane reminded me of like Clint Eastwood. Cad Bane reminded me like the Man with No Name, which is Clint Eastwood. He had like with the poncho and the hat, he looked so badass.
And he's really evil. He's really a nasty piece of work.
Yeah,
no moral compass at all. He was. I don't know if you watched Clone Wars, if you watched the cartoon, but
no,
he was like kidnapping babies.
Oh well, no, that's what I was gonna say. I've heard of Cad Bane through the Greek community, but I've never seen Cad Bane. Like, this is the first time I've seen the guy, and I'm like, this guy's awesome. So I might, you know, I keep saying to myself, I'm gonna watch Clone Wars one day, but I never get around to doing it.
See, like I'm mixed on Clone Wars. I think I do like it more than the prequel movies, but it's definitely rooted in that aspect of the franchise. So it's always going to be a struggle for me to get into it. I'd say I like about half the Clone Wars and about half of it I don't like.
Here's a good
I prefer its successor, Rebels, but I seem to be in the minority. Most people like Clone Wars more than Rebels.
Rebels, I'm a Rebels is so much fun. I'm a Rebels guy.
I love Rebels.
Yeah, it's good stuff. Here's a question for you. So, you admittedly do not like the prequels at all, right?
Yes.
Okay.
I like pretty much nothing about them.
Okay, all right. Not even Ewan McGregor?
If I had to like anything, it would be the two Scottish dudes do have good performances. Being Ian what's the guy who plays the Emperor? McDiarmid, whatever.
No,
I've never seen him in anything but Star Wars. By the way, he's a good actor. Like, what else has he done?
I know, but the thing is, no, I have no idea because I've never seen him in anything else besides Star Wars.
But him and McGregor are both they're both good in those terrible movies. Sorry to the prequel fans. Sorry, I apologize.
No, but here's my thing. So if Obi-Wan Kenobi is actually good, is that going to give you like a good? Is that going to make you appreciate the prequels a little bit more, or that's not going to change it?
I'm not looking forward to that show.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I might sit that one out.
Oh my God! Really? Okay.
Yeah, I don't want to see like Obi-Wan and Vader fight. I just don't. I don't know. That's silly to me.
All right. No problem. But I am like really other than.
So Hell's really excited for it.
Boba Fett. That was my favorite part. It was like when they revealed there's a lot of chats. Wow. When they revealed the song
Oh,
like
the
whole
end
time,
credits.
the whole time the song was just, "Huh," and then all of a sudden at the end it was like, Boba Fett. I was like so happy about that. It was like that was like driving me nuts.
I didn't even notice that.
You didn't notice? Yeah, like so it was the first time they revealed the lyrics. So it was
On
kind
the
of
title
cool
card or in the end credits?
in the end credits.
credits.
Like after the heroic thing that happens,
Oh.
you
You
get
saw the post credit scene, right?
Yeah, it's the guy. So that's Cobb
Cat.
Vanth in
Todd
the
Vance or Cat.
right, and then it's the guy, the augment guy. So we'll see Cobb Vanth come back as like a
Again.
cyborg, I
because
guess.
no
right?
one's ever really gone.
So I heard you, and then our text message audience wrote, "What about Spock?" So I put it in the chat. What about Spock? Spock never really died.
But
He died in Star Trek Beyond.
you guys. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
that's
but
sad. That's
speaking-
true. Actually, this is true. Oh, I'm sad now. Stop. That was such a. That's true. Okay, fine. But he died twice, so Boba Fett's gonna die again.
Yeah, speaking about
Maybe 3 times.
speaking about Spock for a second, because I was watching I was watching the Wrath of Khan the other day,
Boba Fett.
and the death scene. I got to thinking, would it have been better if, like, in in the theatrical cut of the Wrath of Khan, would it have been way better if they didn't show the tube at the end of the movie?
No,
Like, no.
no.
All right, 'cause-
If they hadn't
were
shown the
not gonna
tube, it would have been
do
more contrived. I
A
think.
sequel. I mean,
Yeah.
that was. They put that in there because they wanted the option to resurrect Spock and make more movies, and that's what they did. And
Right.
the movie they made after that is what I consider my favorite of all the Star
Right,
Trek
right.
movies.
Right.
But
But I'm just saying that I think, from my point of view, I think it would have been better if they didn't add that last shot of the tube landing on the planet, because it would have given me a little bit more of worry when I was a kid. Like, oh my God, Spock is dead. He's not coming back.
yeah,
So that way,
but that's why they
going-
did it. They didn't
Yeah.
want. They wanted people to be curious, to be intrigued.
Don't forget,
Right.
Data gets to die twice. Once as a hero.
Oh
and
yeah,
once
that's right, my baby.
Suffering in a disco USB hell.
It's not USB. It was isolinear, by the way, or some kind of isolinear technology. Let me go to the chats for a second because there's a bunch about Boba Fett. So,
Marcelo, you know the whole thing with Nicholas Meyer on that, though, don't you?
Yes, I do. Yes, I do.
But yeah, the reason why he was against that was because like he didn't want Spock's death to be undone ever. Like he didn't
Right.
want there to be a doorway open for them to do that.
Right.
PJ says, I had fun with the series, lots of dumb parts that made no sense but entertaining. Cerulean Blue said, I watched the Mando. I haven't begun this one yet. I don't mind spoilers though. Thanks, CB. Thanks for letting us know.
Guys,
What?
I'm sorry. I'm gonna run off and make myself some popcorn. So
Oh, okay. Make it show. We'll
It's
make it
not
show
fun.
for you.
Go ahead.
No,
Carry
carry
on.
on. Carry on. I don't mind spoilers though. I've seen enough of them on Twitter to not be bothered. Yeah, I mean, like, Father's kind of changed my stance a little bit. I've softened, but I used to be hardcore about like spoilers. But now I understand, and I'm sorry that you get spoiled. But I'm glad you don't mind spoilers because we're talking all the spoils here. Give Bryce Dallas Howard a damn Star Wars movie. She got the gift. I agree. I like her.
Yeah, I mean it's hard to tell. It's hard to judge a director's competence off of TV because TV is a lot more planned out by the producers and writers and stuff, and the director doesn't have as much freedom or authority as you get in the movie world. But I mean, I'd be all for letting her direct a Star Wars movie. I mean, why not? She's as good of an option as anyone else.
Boatrick says, I bet
mean, why
Mando
not?
thinks...
They're gonna make like 500 more movies, so you might as well just fucking start ending them out.
Yeah, they're never gonna stop doing these.
By the way, we can't quit tonight without talking about the Jurassic Park
Hand
or
them
whatever
out
it's
to
called
every
trailer.
Hollywood dynasty family member that had an easy road to
Being able to direct.
Speaking of Joss Whedon, we were talking about Joss Whedon earlier being a dick or being a good writer, but like his dad was a writer in Hollywood. A lot of people.
Yeah.
That's such a small, tight niche community. And you know what? Just a small tangent here. I was listening to the Trek Geeks podcast recently. They had Armin Shimmerman, and I like Armin Shimmerman. Good guy. Quark's fantastic character. He did a great performance. 7 years, very dedicated. Spent all that time in the makeup chair getting that makeup on.
Principal and Buffy.
Yeah, another Buffy connection. Principal Snyder or Schneider, one or the other. But anyways,
I think it's Snyder.
yeah, Snyder's right. He was talking about how like he's writing some books now, and he was talking on the Trek Geeks podcast saying so, and it made me think. I hear this so often, with actors or other talented people, but they're saying like so much of my career was being in the right place at the right time. Like I found like the right opportunities. I did these jobs. The first time he ever showed up in The Next Generation, he's that talking suitcase in that episode where Troy was supposed to marry that dude. He was a recurring character on Beauty and the Beast with Ron Perlman and Linda Hamilton. And
Oh my god, did you watch that show?
Not regularly, but I've seen some of it. But
I love that show.
he was supposed to go be on an episode of that, and he turned that down because he wanted to be on Star Trek.
Oh, right on.
It pissed off
would
his
too.
agent. Him and his agent ended up parting ways because his agent was so mad. He's like, no, like these people are paying you regularly. You're a recurring character. But anyways, because he went and did that, they're like, oh, that guy Armin, he was really short. We need short dudes for the Ferengi. Let's bring him back for the Last Outpost. And then because of that, they got to know him there. And then eventually, they had him audition for Deep Space Nine. But yeah, Armin Shimmerman's talking about, so much of my career was because I was at the right place at the right time. And I hear that so much. But it's because we're the people that do have these good careers, that are successful, that are famous, and that like we hear them, give interviews and stuff years later. Those are the ones that were at the right place at the right time. There is a ton of talented people out there that were at the wrong place or that they were there at the wrong time, and we never hear anything from them. So that's why it's like such a common story. And yeah, like largely to be successful and not just in Hollywood, but I guess like other aspects of life. A lot of it does come down to like who do you know, who are you connected with, who are you related to. And being lucky, and you luck out. And I think because so many people work hard at what they do, they don't realize how lucky they were. That's not saying like you're not talented or you don't work hard. But I think a lot of people, they think that just through their own efforts brought all this success into their life on their own. And it's like, no, like you had some lucky breaks. Like, let's be real.
And I think just to kind of build on that, no one in the history of the world, as far as I can tell, has succeeded alone. There's always someone helping you, maybe a mentor, maybe a friend. There's always someone who urges you on in the times when you're low. I can't think of one like successful person who truly did it alone. And if they say they did, they're probably a narcissist because it's impossible. I think like so much depends on like your. Like I feel like so much of the world is all about, helping each other and, whether it's like people, or just people who, have things in common with you. So yeah, I think that's legit. PE says, going back to Boba, PE says they didn't show how, I think that's interesting because they didn't show how Luke responded to Grogu choosing to go with Mando instead of him. I like to think that he didn't take it well and in fact flipped out, screamed and cursed at Grogu.
I don't think that happened.
Yeah, that's like obviously PE being
PE's
funny.
being silly.
Yeah, there's no way Luke responded like that. I think that they didn't show it because I think it's pretty safe to imagine that Luke was pretty dispassionate. I mean, he sent R2. I thought that was funny too.
Like Luke didn't even like fly the X-wing there himself. He's like, I'll just have the droid. I don't feel like it. I'm just gonna have the droid do it.
I have a feeling they thought really hard about this and decided to subvert expectation because I 100% thought Luke would show up and somehow get involved with the fight. Like,
yeah,
just
and I
help
think they
out.
didn't. They probably didn't want to do that. They didn't want to steal the spotlight
Because that's what it would have
even
done.
more taking spotlight away from Boba Fett. And I think they also didn't want to deal with all all the CGI for like an additional episode.
Y'all were talking about why Boba didn't bring his ship. Now I do these like mega droid decas or whatever they are. I guess you can call them mega droid decas, like because they're like the droid decas, right? Like they had the same feet.
No one says that.
What
droid decas?
What are those things called?
Well,
no one acknowledges them because they're the prequels.
Not be called anything. Yeah, they should just be ignored as like a dumb thing from 1999 that we don't talk about anymore. But
I really thought the droid decas were cool.
They're called destroyer droids or droid decas.
Oh, decas.
Droidicas, not droid.
I said it wrong. I was saying decas. Droidicas. Oh, okay, droidicas. These were like mega droidicas. They were destroyer droids, but like times 10. They were like giant. Like it was crazy. And
they
had
called
the same
them
shield.
Scorponok or something like that.
Oh, is that right? Okay.
Yeah.
Anyways, I think that those things could have easily taken out with the shield technology they had. I think they could have easily taken out the what's it called now? Not the slave one anymore. It's the fire spray. So they could have easily taken out the fire spray.
I think it's still the slave one. It's just
but he just says it's my fire spray. Like my
like,
X-wing. You can have names for your X-wing.
If you have a Ford Mustang, but if you name the car Maryland, you know.
Okay, gotcha.
It's still a Ford Mustang.
I think that would have been a disaster because had he gone down. But with the Rancor, it seems like Rancors have some kind of like tough armor skin because didn't the Rancor take
ship?
Yeah, didn't the Rancor take like a did the Rancor take like a point blank?
Yeah, like the people on foot shot at a shitload.
Well, those little lasers I can understand, but like the Rancor took like a blast and you saw red.
Yeah,
like
shot in the chest.
In the chest from like the destroyer droid, and that was gnarly, and it was still going after that. So Rancors are tough beasts. Like I feel like it was a good choice to
I think it would have felt more earned if that ever showed him. And I guess they didn't want to they wanted you to kind of forget about it for a little bit. But
which is what happened. I was surprised.
It would have felt more earned if they showed him practicing riding the Rancor. Because you remember, like Danny Trejo, was like it takes time to learn to ride one of these beasts or something.
That's my only critique for Book of Boba Fett. I enjoyed it thoroughly, but my critique is that it felt like there was one episode missing. Like it could have had one more. They could have done 8, or what is it? We ended up with 7, right? 7 episodes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I feel like they could have done 8 episodes and filled in like maybe another 30-minute episode or a shorter episode or something, but just like stuff like that. Because
I'm sorry, guys. I'm back. They should have done. Yeah, they should have done.
Can I finish my thought, Marcelo?
Sorry, Captain.
Thank you. So. What I felt overall is like at first I was kind of like against the critiques of like Boba Fett going away from the show Book of Boba Fett taking 2 episodes to focus on the Mando and on Grogu and stuff like that. At first I was like no, this is great, but like after now that the series is complete, I think one more episode would have made it feel more like the Book of Boba Fett and less like, I just think there should have been a little bit more. I do agree with that critique that we didn't get enough of Boba. What were you going to say, Marcelo?
Sorry. I was just going to say that I believe that it would have been really nice if this series was 10 episodes.
Yeah, I would have loved a 10 episode series, but at least just one more would have satisfied me. One more focused on Boba Fett, because I feel like, and I don't know, I heard it's a limited series. Is there going to be a sequel? Do you know if they're going to keep doing it?
I haven't heard that.
Yeah, I've heard nothing about a second season.
I think it might be this might be it, and now they can bring these characters into other shows if they need to go to Tatooine in Mandalorian season 3 or on the Ahsoka show or on whatever the hell else they're doing, which I'm sure they will because they love coming back to Tatooine. Remind me, where's that show, the Obi-Wan Kenobi show, going to be set? But anyways, Boba Fett is available to be used in those other stories. If they need him, he's there.
I'm being reminded that the series was actually a surprise, which is kind of true. Maybe there were like production issues with Mando, and they just decided let's go on this Boba Fett lark or something like that.
No, I think they always intended to do this spinoff.
You sure? Well, it was a surprise to audiences. I had no idea they were going to go in this direction.
That's literally how season 2 of Mandalorian ended. It had Boba Fett shoot Bib Fortuna, sit on the throne, and it said, "The Book of Boba Fett coming December 2021."
When did Mando end, though?
That was in December of 2020.
So you're saying they were filming Boba Fett already when... I guess they would have been filming it already.
They would have
right?
been in
Yeah.
pre-production by
Pre-production
that
at that point. Okay, I see.
point. They might have already started shooting, but they were definitely in pre-production.
It felt like to me like the pandemic was in full swing or whatever, and so they were like they had to like. I felt like a surprise to me, but I guess you're right. They probably had it planned out. That makes more sense.
It wasn't
yeah.
a surprise. The surprise was when you watched the Mando season 2 finale and you see Luke Skywalker show up, take baby Grogu, and you think it's over, and then all of a sudden, mid credits, they show this. Oh, look, they're doing a Book of Boba Fett show.
I guess that's what I mean is like normally you hear about an announcement like when I guess nowadays you hear the announcement like, oh, there's a spinoff coming because everyone loved Boba Fett, but they didn't do that. So I guess
they do a pretty good job keeping a lot of this stuff under wraps.
Yeah.
No one knew Grogu. No one knew Baby Yoda until it was in that first episode. They kept a lid on that. I was very impressed.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. Like Disney really does a good job at keeping secrets like, Grogu and the Boba Fett series like under wraps because I had no idea that Boba Fett was coming until that final end credit scene at the end of Mandalorian season 2.
I was sorry, I was laughing. I love that PJ likes soap operas because he said we were talking about death and resurrection. Stefano Demera died 87 times, which is probably true. It's probably not an exaggeration. Sorry, I had to laugh. Thanks, that was funny. I don't know. I guess you're right. But ultimately, yeah, I feel like one more episode with Boba would have been nice. But at the same time, I am very satisfied with the series. It was fun. It was like a lot of fun. You guys were talking about Cad Bane coming back to life. I don't think that's gonna happen. I think he's dead,
when he
dead.
gets stabbed, the little thing on his chest starts
it was
beeping, and this little
beeping.
Light is blinking.
That's right. Maybe
It's
he
like
has,
Jesus
some-
Christ. They're not even gonna let Cad Bane die in this franchise.
It would have been a nice end for him though, because I heard y'all talking about how he's like actually I got a picture of him too. Look at him. He's such a mean,
He's very
these
scary
mean guys, like scary, mean characters. We had he's like, he's
Great
kind of like,
voice. The guy does the
totally.
voice does a really good job.
I love that voice. I can't do it, but I've been practicing a little bit, but yeah, it's like a scary.
No, but if you think about it, he's a alien version of Clint Eastwood.
No, he's like he's another,
He's like an evil Clint Eastwood.
he's
Yeah,
an
the
evil
evil
Clint Eastwood, yeah.
yeah.
But yeah, he's got a very good silhouette. Like he's got that classic Western look, but
he's
like
got
in a
that
sci-fi, the cyber sci-fi twist to it, And I think the work on this character was just superb. Like I couldn't believe the mouth movements, like how good they were. And I was like,
didn't think they were all
Really?
that great, but I
Really?
like that hokey side of Star. Sometimes I like Star Wars to have that original trilogy kind of authenticness. Like when Grogu like walks out onto the street, it looks like a puppet walking, but I like that, if that makes sense. I like that more than a cartoon fish rabbit Jar Jar Binks doing a Three Stooges routine.
yeah, but that's what I'm saying is like this. I don't think this was puppeteering work, and that's what it felt like. It felt like it was puppeteering. I don't know how they did it actually. I can't wait till.
I think it was animatronics with some CGI
You know what?
enhancement.
Yeah.
You know what I'm excited for? I'm excited for them to do a behind the scenes on Boba Fett because they do behind the scenes for every Star Wars show, right?
Yeah, I watched that stuff. I think that's
Yeah,
that's
the gallery.
interesting.
It's really great to see how they do these shows. I'm glad they also the other thing that I would have liked a little bit was so I think that the sand, like, okay, the Sand People. We can't call them that. Sorry, the Tuscans. Look at me. The Tuscans. Like, I would have liked to have seen them feature in the finale. I was kind of hoping that
they don't get
like,
much agency. They just kind of show up to be victims and die.
yeah, and I wish that like the tribes had like that would have been kind of a neat thing. Like, you know, I know it's been done before too, like a Helm's Deep situation where like maybe Boba Fett's kindness, like and like what he did for that particular tribe like had spread around, and like the Tuscans saw that he was actually trying to keep the spice trade out of their territory and like, you know, give them back their land and do all
we
these
got that
things
with the Freetown people. But
we did get it with the Freetown people, but I just would have loved
they could have used the
more with the or just have the Tuscans come in like at the end, like Gandalf coming in on a, you know, I just wanted to hear that. I was hoping to hear that scream like and like,
but it'd be like a heroic moment.
Yeah, like a heroic moment.
That'd be cool. Yeah, that'd be a good use of a callback to something in.
Right, like instead, like and like they're just like picking off pikes, haha, you know, no pun intended, with their rifles and stuff. So that was like one opportunity that I kind of, again, don't get me wrong, I enjoyed the whole series and everything, but I'm just saying that was one of my expectations or whatever that was not met on the,
you can't expect too much from Star Wars. It's not
Stop
it's not it's like don't expect great things from it. It's why like I'm disappointed. I don't get disappointed by this stuff because I
would
want to do the stuff I don't like.
extend Valerie's comment to basically every franchise that never ends.
That's funny. I will say that Star Wars has not disappointed me, consistently has not disappointed me in general. So I still have high expectations of Star Wars personally.
I mean, the last thing from Star Wars that just really like destroyed me and really pissed me off beyond measure is Rise of Skywalker.
Yes.
And that really hurt me because it was done by my guy, but I don't blame him for that.
Wait, how many guys do you have, Marcelo? Like, what happened to Alex Kurtzman and like now it's JJ? Oh, I guess they all work together. That's right. Never mind. He is your guy.
But look. I blame him to an extent, but I don't blame him for everything. But unlike Fathery, I have faith in Star Wars' future on TV because despite the fact that I didn't like Boba Fett too much, I really think that Dave Filoni and Jon Favreau really have a pulse on the kind of Star Trek that the kind of Star Wars that I like to watch. See, Fathery, I have Star Trek on the brain.
It is the superior of the two.
Yeah.
And I was kind of, I guess it's a little too Dune and the Fremen, so I'm glad they didn't do it. But me personally, I was expecting like the Tatooine to kind of like go back, kind of like start going back. I was hoping that the reason we didn't hear about Tatooine in the sequel trilogies is because Tatooine was like now just
we literally returned to Tatooine.
I know we returned to it at the very end for like a little
still
bit,
a desert.
Right? Yeah, but I'm saying I didn't mind that we didn't see like flora and fauna on Tatooine, but I kind of like that Tatooine was out of the picture because in my mind, what Book of Boba Fett was setting up was like a possible like Tatooine going back to its natives, and that would have been an interesting story. But again, if the series goes on, there's still room for all this. Like this, it's not to say that
Does it need to go on though?
No,
I mean, I wouldn't mind another book. I wouldn't mind another gift, if you will, from for the Book of Boba Fett. But yeah, definitely happy to return to Mando. There's a huge critique that I want to know about your opinions on this. There's a lot of folks on the internet, on Twitter that I saw who were saying
this terrifies me because I hate the Star Wars fandom, and it's probably something terrible.
No, I don't follow on my Star Trek account. I don't follow any Star Wars folks. This Star Trek people who just happen to be watching. They were saying now what's going to happen, and this is kind of a valid point. I am a believer that you should, if you're like a fan of the Mando and you don't want to watch Book of Boba Fett, that you should be able to just watch Mandalorian and not have to watch the Book of Boba Fett. So now, like, Grogu's going to just return, right? Like, when we get to Mando Season 3, Grogu's already with him. So, like, if you don't watch Book of Boba Fett, like, you're going to be like, what the heck happened?
No, you'll be fine. You'll be fine.
But it
like
kind of
I'm
takes away
no
from that moment. Like,
no, but
like I feel like the seeing Grogu with Luke and like Mando on his own, like those
They
two.
did
go
that on
ahead.
purpose. They want you to be like, well, do you want to know what happened? Then you need to watch the Book of Boba Fett. Like they want that
No, you don't.
they want
Cross
that
promotion.
yeah, they want that tie-in.
And they calculate 97.7% of the fans are gonna watch both shows anyway. So
That's
screw
probably
screw
true.
the other 3%. If they complain.
Well, I guess you could also just say, "Hey, go watch these two
A
episodes
lot of
if you
people
don't
watch
care about."
Mandalorian. Mandalorian's pretty popular.
It's very
Like,
popular, yeah.
a lot of people who've they've never watched any Star Wars, but they started watching the Mandalorian because they saw a bunch of Baby Yoda memes and they wanted to know what that was about.
I have a friend who never watched Star Wars in her life, and
Robbie
they're
never watched before.
He lost interest
Yeah.
and stopped watching. I wasn't successful. We never made it to Rise Rise of Skywalker.
well,
He
Well,
did
you know what?
like he did like I think if I'm not mistaken he Robbie, correct us in the comments if I'm wrong, but he did like Rogue One. I think he thought that was a good film. He liked the original trilogy. He thought those were solid. And I think I got him to like the Revenge of the Sith a little bit, but I don't know if he was just being nice or like he
No.
actually liked it.
no, Revenge of the Sith is the most competent prequel movie. It's the one that you can sort of
It's the most watchable.
thank you. It's the most watchable one. Thank you. Yeah, I just think
I now
Yeah,
wish
I'm-
that Ludwig Göransson did the music for Revenge of the Sith, and at the end
You don't want it to have John Williams' score.
Darth Vader. No, I'm just kidding. Sorry. No, I did want. I just wanted to say Darth Vader. Da, 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 da.
All the Star Wars talk
Boba
is kind of depressed me, and I think I probably need to bow out for the night.
Wait, you can't leave.
no.
Are you serious?
Wait a minute. Wait.
You
No,
can't
wait,
leave
wait.
yet. There's one more thing that we have to talk about in Star Wars. Just real
Wait.
quick. If you'll suffer for one more thing, which is, I'm so excited about Star Trek.
Yeah, I don't
Picard.
care
mean,
about
Obi-Wan-
that. I wish that show. I dread the coming of Star Wars Obi-Wan Kenobi. Like, I think about
Like Ruben dreaded Picard.
I only have a couple of months left before this show is going to exist and be part of the world I live in, and I can
No, but
never
you don't
go
have to
back
watch
to not
it.
having it.
You don't have to watch it.
Harsh.
I know, but people are going to be talking about it, and then it's gonna have a big impact on whatever stories they tell after that, and it's just gonna be whenever I watch the original trilogy, I'm gonna have to try not to think about like when Vader's like when I last saw you, I was but the learner. Now I am the master. Like, no, like the last time y'all saw each other was like 10 years ago when they did like this stupid, unnecessary.
I can't wait
miniseries.
till the series
I
surprise the
can't-
hell out
no,
of you
I
and you
cannot
love
wait
it.
for
I
it.
think you're gonna love it.
I don't think
Father.
it will. I don't.
I think it will.
Yeah, it will.
It will.
It's gonna be like the Book of Boba Fett. It'll have like some neat stuff and it'll have some annoying stuff because that's just
No, but
how Star Wars is.
the thing that makes me really excited about this is that Deborah Chang, who directed some really fine episodes of The Mandalorian, is directing the whole thing herself.
Hey, you know who directed a really fine episode of The Mandalorian was Robert Rodriguez, and he did most of the Book of Boba Fett. And,
Yeah, he did,
what do you think of that?
Yeah, but no, but the thing about Robert Rodriguez is I think that Robert Rodriguez as a director, he is very, very inconsistent, and he's very inconsistent as a filmmaker, in my opinion. He does some really good stuff, but he does a lot of crap. In my opinion.
I've liked everything of Robert Rodriguez's. Oh, that's another thing. Like, I just, again, I know I'm sounding like I'm critiquing the show. I really loved it. But I wanted to see, what's his face? Machete. Also, again, I
Danny
get,
Trejo.
yeah, Danny Trejo. So I don't know. I think I have to like, just like kind of sit with my feelings on this. And then when I always feel different when I rewatch a series, like once it's finished, then I get to just rewatch it and enjoy it a different way, which is like, you know, like I don't no longer have the expectation of what's coming next now that I already know how it ends. Like now I can watch it and kind of like really analyze and think about it, and that's what I love. That's why, by the way, a plug to our Star Trek Picard watch along series on Sundays. One of the things I love about it is that like discovering all these things, that you can still watch a show and discover new things once you've like gone through the like hype and the, you know, and the excitement of like what's gonna happen next and all the speculating, and the show just like finishes, and then you can just appreciate it as it is, or like go and look at it as it is or what it is, and then, you know, critique or try to, you know, analyze is what I like better. Analyze it from, you know, that perspective. It's so much more fun, and it's making me appreciate Picard more. So I think I'll probably appreciate Book of Boba Fett more when I watch it again. But yeah, I just, you know, it's natural when you don't know what's going to happen. You kind of have expectations and you want to like fill in like what's possibly going to happen. It's just like a natural thing to do.
Yeah,
I haven't learned to quiet my mind. I haven't learned to quiet my mind with the Force yet, and just like, you know, live in it, you know, in the moment. So
dumb
yeah,
Jedi shit.
But you were saying, yeah, you know what I mean, right? Because
like,
it's true.
I rewatch a lot of like episodes of like Voyager and Enterprise that like you know, when I was seeing them for the first time, I was like, oh my god, they're really gonna start doing this, and like, well, I don't know if this is gonna work and stuff. But like, yeah, now that like I've rested with it for years and I've seen it multiple times, it's like it was like the thing I didn't like didn't turn out to be that big of a deal. It's okay. I enjoy the stuff that I do like. I've come to peace with the stuff I didn't like. I can't do that with some of the Star Wars stuff because so much of it is so god awful.
Because
I mean, it's not something that I. There was a time when I was like, oh, like I guess this Disney Star Wars stuff is going to be a lot better, and then even that ended up disappointing me eventually. But yeah, it's not, you know, like I'm not someone who loved Rogue One. I think Rogue One has like some neat stuff. It also has like a bunch of sloppy, poor editing, all like so obvious, like they're like reshooting, rewriting the whole thing. None of the characters have enough depth to make me give a shit about any of them, except for some well acted moments. But you know, it had like some neat stuff in it too. It was okay. Solo. No, I mean, I never needed a movie about young Han Solo doing the Kessel Run and hanging out with young Lando, but I guess there's some neat stuff in that. It was okay. All this stuff is just kind of, yeah, it's like I keep saying, you know, there's some neat stuff, there's some annoying stuff. Every now and then something great, like Mando Season 1. Every now and then something terrible, like Rise of Skywalker. But most of the time it just goes back and forth, for me, between like that kind of neat, kind of annoying. It is what it is, whatever. Move on.
Marcelo, you were saying that you thought the end battle should have had more death in it, like more people dying. Like, I mean, certainly they were picking off Pikes like nobody's business. Like,
no, but people,
good
people.
But I think that like Father, you mentioned the Gamoran cards. I thought that was funny. Like the pig people dying.
I want,
but
some
I mean, but
people
got busted up pretty bad. Like the Chrysanthemum almost died, and I like that they call him Santo now. But yeah, I don't know. But Star Wars never really kills their mains, right? Like it's kind of a thing, and it's kind of like a show geared towards a younger audience. So I feel like they're going to be less like.
That's horseshit.
Really?
Horseshit.
Is it horseshit?
The very first movie, they kill Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Yep.
Well, he becomes one. Yeah, I guess, but it's not.
The first movie, they show Luke's aunt and uncle, and then it shows
them
as
their
skeletons.
barbecues. Okay,
that's right.
All right.
It doesn't need to be like blood and gore, but it's always has like a bit of edge. There's a bit of edge to it. Obi-Wan
we got a whole
slice a dude's arm off in the bar.
I think that's the thing, is like it didn't happen in the finale, but we did have carnage, like the whole Tusken village dying, you know, getting killed, and like him blowing up the bikers. Like there was carnage. It just wasn't.
There's some edge to it, but the finale, the final episode, it did feel very sanitized.
Yeah.
Interesting. I wonder if that's because they brought Grogu in there. That's what I'm saying. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. Is I wonder if that going on from Book of Boba Fett, because we don't want to lose Fathery.
Wait a minute, can I bring something up?
Yeah, you can say a final thought on it.
Not on Boba Fett. I want to ask you about, are you excited about Sunday, Starfleet Boy? Because we're going to get our first trailer for the Lord of the Rings TV series.
I am excited. I can't wait. Trek on the Tube posted that. Oh, I think he posted it as absolute bullshit. No, maybe Trek on the Tube. He posted that like when that series starts, that his account might just turn into a Rings of Power account, and I'm kind of might be in the same boat on Starfleet Boy After Dark because I'm obsessed with Lord of the Rings. And
I'm not that interested in this new show, but I don't know. Maybe I'll check it out.
have you seen all the posters, Fathery, on their official
Yeah,
Twitter?
they look good. but
Yeah, it looks pretty good.
I don't know. It's just not something
but-
that
Did Starfleet Boy? Did you read the? I think it was who was it? I think it was a Variety who did a complete spread on that, where they
I think it was Vanity Fair.
Vanity Fair, yeah, where they did they actually showed some actual characters, and we didn't just see their hands.
Yeah.
No, I don't
Dave posted it on Facebook, but yeah, they we see Elrond, we see
Oh yeah, sorry, I didn't see Elrond. I saw. Wait, the elf boy is Elrond, like as a young Elrond.
young
Is that-
Elrond.
Yeah,
There's
Oh, I did see that then. Okay, I know what you're talking
And
about.
then
Okay.
what's her name? With
They
the
should-
wood elves.
Galadriel.
Galadriel, yeah.
Galadriel.
Wait, where are these? Can you post this in the?
He
I
just
got
told
it-
you it's Vanity Fair.
Vanity Fair. I know, but like I don't know where to pull it. Let me
I'll
see.
get it.
Just
Okay,
Google
I'll
Vanity
pull-
Fair
I'll pull
Lord
it.
of the Rings.
All right, hold on.
You don't-
Carry on.
I'm getting all cranky because I want to leave.
You can leave. Bye.
Let him leave. Go. Bye bye.
We'll carry on. I don't want you to leave, but you can leave. Bye.
What else? What else did y'all want from me? I need to
we're
be.
gonna-
I
we're
need to
gonna
be
talk-
released.
we're
Like-
No. Well, you know what? I'll
I'm
send
just
you a message
biding
later.
time
Don't-
because
don't worry about it.
Dr. Patrick Patterson might come on, and that might be fun. But you can leave. But what were you gonna say, Marcelo?
No, never mind. What I had to say is something for Father privately, but I'll message him later. Don't worry about it.
Oh, okay.
Okay. By the way, Marcelo,
Yes.
who did you ask that question to last week? Who was the writer? Was it Bowie?
Oh yes.
She
Yes,
didn't
I
answer
did.
my question, and that to me
No.
says that they are still working on
That
Star Trek.
says
So you're
that
wrong.
she didn't
Yeah.
want to answer it.
Right, which means they're still working on it, which
Okay.
means
No, but
Yeah, you're wrong.
I kind of when I
you had
when
this
I-
opportunity. She answered your question. You could have asked the right question. You asked the
Yeah,
wrong
but-
question, Marcelo.
No, but I was gonna get.
You
there.
asked the wrong question. You could have
No.
asked her. She answered you. she
Yes,
could have
she did.
answered you.
Yes.
like
Yeah,
the full
you
question.
made it
Guys.
sound like I'm going around saying like she's not involved with
Okay.
with the shit anymore.
Okay, I didn't. No,
We
to
wanted
be
the real answer. We didn't want a yes or no answer.
To be fair, look. To be fair, if I wanted to put you guys on the spot, I would have tagged you guys in the tweet.
You
And-
used up valuable characters to talk about your friend's opinion when you could have said, "Are you still working on Star Trek?" Is all I'm saying.
And also, I did kind of phrase the question wrong because I didn't ask her about specifically Section 31.
Yeah, you asked her about Discovery.
Yeah, you asked her about Discovery, so she just confirmed what you said, and that doesn't say anything. She gave you a no answer. You got a no answer, Marcelo.
I think Marcelo was kind of excited though that like she took the time to respond to him.
Yeah,
that was exciting. That's cool. That's a kudo.
Yeah, and I love that era that we live in where we do have this proximity with
Yeah,
the
it's
Star
really
Trek
cool.
creators.
Cool.
I really like the community. I really like a lot of the content we're getting, and
Yeah.
I
No,
like
I like- No, and some of the creators are really receptive to answering questions.
In fact, the dude who wrote this week's episode, Cochran, what's his name? Something Cochran.
Yeah.
I've seen a little bit of him on Twitter. I need to message him. And it's amazing like how young so many of these people are. Like so many of them are like I don't know. To me, it feels weird that like a lot of them are like my
We're
age
getting
or
old.
younger.
Yeah, I'm getting old. Young minds, fresh ideas. Beats
Yeah,
mine.
yeah, totally.
PE says a new Blade Runner live action series with
Yes.
Ridley Scott was announced. It will be on
It'll be
Amazon Prime.
also.
That's insane. Is it gonna? Who's like?
You know
that's
what?
insane. It's
If
cool.
Lord of the Rings was coming out on HBO Max instead of Amazon Prime, I think I'd be more excited for it. I
That's
just
funny.
don't like Amazon.
Why? So that like because Amazon Prime doesn't show enough tatas? Is that what it is?
Because I'm anti-Amazon.
Oh,
You
that's
don't like
true.
Jeff
Yeah, we
Bezos.
should be. It's true. It's a good point. Here's the little Lord of the Rings Ring of Powers power thing. So do you guys know who is this Galadriel? No, right? Hold on. Who's this?
She's wearing some armor. It's like
This is Galadriel?
Yeah,
Galadriel.
that's her.
Holy shit! What?
She looks like she is ready to f some. She looks like she's ready to fuck somebody up.
Yeah.
I
Dang,
can't wait
I didn't
for
know
it, man.
Galadriel just was a warrior and then
Oh
she
my
didn't
God.
just
This
wear
is like
gowns.
in the second age, right? So this is
Yeah.
this is Sauron's been defeated. This is like the peaceful time after that, right?
Well, it wouldn't be Sauron. It would be
Saruman.
Morgoth, I think. I think this is
I
after
thought that was the first age.
Sorry, guys.
Right, but this is the second age. So Morgoth got defeated and then this is the next age, I guess, where Sauron cuz
So this is before all the shit with Isildur.
yes. Because
Oh.
look, she's not even wearing Nenya. She doesn't even have her ring of power. So she hasn't even been gifted.
The rings
That's-
ain't been handed out yet.
Yeah, that's why. So
Or
yeah,
is that what is this gonna be the story of like them getting their rings and all?
I
the...
think so.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
'cause
see,
Sauron
I
the
see.
Deceiver, you know, like
So we're gonna see that process.
Yeah, and I think we may
that is
see-
interesting.
I think we may see Sauron as
I think
Is a flesh and blood
yeah.
being?
I think we're gonna actually see Saruman as a real person, and I think what this here is we're gonna lead up to the movies. That's what I
Not
think is gonna
Saruman,
happen.
you meant Sauron, right?
Thank you. So
Yeah,
yes,
people switch those around all the time.
Although
That's-
Saruman and Gandalf are very much a part of this world, so
Yeah,
you
but,
should see them as
thi-
well.
This is not in continuity with the movies, right? This is going to be its own continuity, or is it supposed to be in the same continuity?
So they didn't get from my understanding is they didn't get permission to do the Silmarillion, which is the book that kind or like whatever. They didn't get permission to use any of the existing books, so they created their own thing that takes place in a time that's unknown. But because that's what I understand. But yeah,
Okay.
it's the second age, which would be around that. It is an unknown time, but there's mention of things that happen in this time in the Silmarillion. So I kind of like there's things that I kind of know what's going on, but that it's all brand new. But
So
I
it sounds
have,
like Jeff Bezos really wanted to do like his own Tolkien show, and he couldn't get the rights, and he
No,
was just
he
like,
did. He
I'll just do what the stuff I can get the rights to.
that's right. They gave him rights to something that
But he paid a fortune for the rights to Lord of the Rings. He paid a fortune.
Oh yeah, who's this? Do you guys know? Did they say who this is in the vanity?
No.
Oh, look at
Looks
that
like
tree.
looks
for
like
the
an
TV
elf.
show, they lost the rights to the video game because they cannot make video games back.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, this is an elf, but do you know who he is or who this is?
No, I don't know him.
I don't know.
It's interesting.
He's
So-
a black dude though. That's kind of cool that they're not just gonna cast like all white people for all of all of Middle Earth.
Yeah, that's good.
I like that.
Yeah,
Kind of get tired of white people.
because you're looking at yourself too much in the mirror, Fathery.
Yeah.
We get this other character who I'm like, I love her, but I have no idea who she could be.
She's a dwarf.
Oh, yeah, I totally see the dwarven runes now. Thanks. Good point. Hey, look, dwarf females do not have beards.
She's got a look at her nose. Like she's got like the
The dwarven
prosthetic.
nose. Yeah, the
make her look
prosthetic,
more
yeah.
dwarf-like.
Hopefully she doesn't get the skin problems that poor Jonathan Rhys Davies, is it right? John Rhys Davies.
Yeah, Gimli
got. Yeah, but
I
like,
didn't know-
of course she's a
know
dwarf
that.
because look at all the. Oh, this is great. Oh my god, I've been away from this world too long. I'm not even recognizing. Look, she even has like gold on her fingers. That's so interesting. We never saw a dwarf female, right?
Oh, because they like they're always mining like gold and emeralds and shit like that out. So,
Yeah.
they like jewelry.
Yeah, they love it. They're like into the rich. I mean, look at that. What was the dwarf stronghold that Smaug took over?
Oh, the kingdom under the mountain.
Yeah, I don't
I
know.
don't remember the name of it.
I mean, there was like a whole
But yeah.
chamber of just like shitloads of gold. Like Smaug was swimming in the gold. Like there's so many gold coins. in
So
that.
they could go there and it'd be like Thorin's ancestors would
Yes,
be ruling
correct.
that play, but it could exist in this time easily.
That is
Okay.
correct. Oh, good. I'm hyping Fathery up for this a little bit. It's like he's starting to see. So is this Elrond?
Yeah.
Oh wow, he looks like Orlando Bloom a little. Oh wow, and there's Rivendell. I guess we haven't been in Rivendell or the. Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah,
This
so
is
we'll-
neat. These are
This
neat.
is gonna be awesome.
I can't believe I haven't seen these yet. I'm
And
seeing
When
these for
does
the
this
first
start?
time.
When does this come out?
September
May.
2nd.
Oh, September.
No,
Yeah,
September
September.
2nd.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, by the way, this is actually the most expensive TV show in American history. I feel like I should point that out.
Oh wow.
Hmm.
I thought so. It stole that distinction from The Crown.
Yeah.
The Crown ain't American.
Oh, sorry.
No,
Well, it's
I-
Netflix.
No,
Netflix made it.
It's the most
But
expensive
it's
show
not-
in the history of television.
What The
500.
Crown was, right?
No, Lord of the Rings.
Oh, Lord of the Rings?
$500
She looks
million.
human.
Yeah.
They
That's
spent
a
$500
human
million
person.
on Lord of the
Oh wow.
$500 million per episode, Ruben?
No, for 10 episodes.
Oh.
This is a familiar looking face. I feel like wasn't this actor in The Hobbit, or am I just the prosthetics look too? Isn't this one of the characters from The Hobbit? Is this one of the?
So each
dwarves?
episode is $50 million?
Shit,
Roughly,
Yeah.
yeah.
Jesus fucking Christ.
that's great. So I
Can't
feel
we
like
just,
this.
It's
build
the official
roads
number
or
is
like fucking like
465
give people
million.
medicine or something like that? Shit.
The official number is 465 million.
Yeah, Jeff Bezos needs to be killed and his wealth redistributed. Like no one should be making a $500 million fucking $500 million season of television should not be a thing that exists.
Wow, okay.
Tis a bit obscene. It's true. Oh,
That's a
this is
little bit
interesting. PJ's pointing out Salah Baker is playing Sauron, and he is. Let's see what he's been in. 'cause
Salah Baker.
I don't recognize the name of the actor, so let's
Yeah.
see what IMDb says if I recognize him in anything. He has no. Oh, here it just was loading slowly. Deadpool 2. He was in Deadpool 2. Sleepless. Sherlock Holmes. A game of. What is it called? The one. He's also in The Mandalorian. He plays the marshal. No, he's in the episode. He's a stunt performer. Okay, cool. So I wonder if he's gonna be.
Stuntman.
Yeah, I wonder if he's gonna be in a costume then. That's interesting. Like, I wonder if we won't
Maybe
see his
he'll-
human form then, like a human. But I believe Sauron once looked like an elf. I think Sauron had.
Yeah, I think that's right. I think he was similar to an elf.
Yeah. Or he was a corrupted elf because Morgoth corrupted a group of elves, and those were like the proto Uruk-hai. Later on, Saruman was redoing that whole thing anyways, but yeah, interesting. So that's cool. We know who Sauron is going to be. So that's cool. We know Sauron's in the show. He looks cool. He's a cool looking dude. PJ says the show had better look immaculate. I mean, from these pictures, don't you guys think it does look kind of immaculate?
Yeah, but
Show the
Yeah,
next
but-
one. That's been up for a while.
Oh yeah, sorry. Let's see what else we got. Hold on.
There's a dwarf.
Let me. I closed the window. Hold on. Let me
I
get it
think
back.
that might have been all of them.
yeah, I mean, with the amount of money that they're spending on the show, it better look
When you're
immaculate.
spending $46.5 million per episode.
It better look good.
That shit better be in like 5D. Like
Five
disturbed space time itself while you're watching.
Hey Arthur Lamoureux's here. Nice to see you. Good morning, Arthur. Good to see you there. Are you excited?
Well-
Are you hype about the?
I'm excited to see if it's going to be an expensive disaster like most of their videos.
I like this. The
I don't
views
think
of
so.
Father
They're
are not
gonna be-
those of the Starfleet Boy Corporation.
Nice.
They're pretty
Jay.
consistent with their TV.
Wait, what's that,
Um,
Ruben?
The Amazon's been pretty consistent with their TV shows so far.
Yeah.
What's your
well,
favorite Amazon TV series other than The
Except for that.
Expanse?
I mean, I love the I Know What You Did Last Summer show, but it's absolutely awful. And
Oh no, you don't.
And no one should watch it.
No, you don't. Do not
ever.
lie.
And I'm glad it was canceled. It deserved to
Ugh.
be canceled, but it was hot trash, and I loved it.
It was awful.
No, they didn't. They had that Miss Maisel show, right? Wasn't that?
Oh,
Yeah, a lot
I've
of
never
people
watched
have
it, but I
Jack
heard it's
Reacher
good.
Show that seems to be
Larry Nemechek watches it.
getting decent buzz.
Actually, my favorite Amazon show, I have two. The first is The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel. I love that show
The
with passion.
Boys.
It's so good. And I also love Jack Ryan.
Invincible.
I guess the only thing I've watched of theirs is The Expanse.
Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, they technically that's not theirs.
Yeah, but
They
Jack
bought it
Ryan is
from-
really good.
What else? What else is on the
I
the
found
agenda?
more. Well, I found some more
Oh.
images from the Vanity Fair thing. Oh shit! Hold on. Let me get the high res on that. Come on.
But
high
video
res.
game wise, they've made 5 games.
Did you all play the Lord of the Games?
3 of them
Lord
never
of the Rings
released
video
because they were
games?
so bad.
No, I couldn't.
There's
I-
a Lord of the Rings MMO.
I played the Two Towers video game on PlayStation 2. The adaptation of the movie, which was the adaptation of the book.
Amazon had a license
it.
to make a new Lord of the Rings MMO, and they lost it because they were
Really?
taking too long.
Interesting.
Did you,
Here's
There's
here's another
Elrond.
view of Elrond, I guess. And look at, I mean,
It kind of looks like young Hugo Weaving in that picture.
he does, yeah. He looks more like Hugo Weaving here.
But
now,
I don't
he
know-
is wearing a ring, but I think that's his wedding
But this
ring.
is not supposed to. This is like the Watchmen TV show was not supposed to be a sequel to the Watchmen movie. It was supposed to be like its own spin on it, and I think that's what's going on here, right? Like this has nothing to do with the Peter Jackson stuff,
Right,
'Cause
right,
That's
this
all,
is-
that all belongs to Warner Brothers and Peter Jackson's company.
Right, but this is going to be a. I
Guy
think this
has
is.
antlers coming out his back. It looks like a moose or an elk.
Yeah, and I'm wondering if this is the two wizards that we never saw.
Oh, the brown wizards.
Yeah.
Those are the brown wizards, I bet.
Yeah, because see, they have these, like, and they're interesting. They look wizardy, right? Yeah.
Yeah, the one on the right does for sure.
Yeah.
The one on the
and
left,
they
I don't
both
really-
have, and they were twins, I think, if I'm not mistaken. The two wizards.
Maybe
were they the
show
blue
will do
wizards?
it.
I think they were the blue wizard. It was the
Oh
blue
yeah,
and the
no
brown.
blue
yeah.
was Radagast was the brown wizard,
Brown
but there
wizard,
were
yeah,
there
so-
were two blue ones.
Blue
right?
wizards. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So I'm thinking that's who these guys are.
Well, they're not really blue.
There's a little bluish tint to this thing, whatever this.
I mean, it's
feature is.
also hard to tell until
Yeah.
you see it in what it actually looks like in
Yeah.
the final version.
Yeah, this looks like, was this Anna Leibowitz's photography? Because she usually does these like big ticket things. I don't.
Where
I
are
don't
they
know.
shooting this?
New Zealand.
Oh, they are
going
shooting
back to
in
New Zealand. Okay.
Yeah,
So-
no, the first season is in New Zealand, but for season 2, they went somewhere else.
And then we have this one. I can only find one more Vanity Fair labeled image, and it's this one. And it's just like showing you how like a little BTS
That's-
looks.
That's on a stage.
Yeah, sound stage. But that looks like the Elrond. Like that looks like it might be Elrond.
They're like out at sea.
out at sea. One of the
stormy
other
weather.
things that happens, but I think this already happened. Yeah, this already happened, so it won't be about that. But there is the story of Erendil, who goes and discovers the Undying Lands, and then all the elves start going to the Undying Lands, and he takes what's left of the 2 trees that Morgoth poisoned. So we're not going to see any of that except maybe in flashback. But yeah, this is it. I'm very intrigued. These pictures are very enticing, and it sounds like it worked on Fathery.
Yeah,
Yeah, I know that I'm interested in it because I'm kind of at the point now. It's like, okay, I want to stop learning about it and just wait till I
wait
see
till
it.
it comes out. So
But
yeah, September. That's cool.
What's the name of the show besides like the
The-
Lord of the Rings show? Like,
It's
does it have, like,
called
a real name.
The Rings of Power, Fathery. That's what it's
The
called.
Rings of Power.
The
Okay,
Rings of Power. So yeah.
very good.
Did you guys see the article this morning that said that the rights to the Lord of the Rings are up for auction? Did you see that?
What?
From
for
like, the
how much?
Tolkien
Do you know what the-
family?
Yeah, like are they auctioning it off to like whoever,
I
the
think
top
so.
bidder?
I
Well,
think
Jeff
so.
fucking Bezos is gonna win that shit. Like, I guess
Unless Elon Musk wants it.
wants it. Or
Who's the
for
bigger
some reason.
Tolkien nerd?
Yeah.
Musk or Bezos?
Yeah, it's
I guess
interesting.
we'll find out.
I mean, this guy just spent like what is it, like 500 million on this show. So yeah.
No, but I think it was on deadline this morning.
The only other teaser, Father, is a lot of production details. Like if you go, and I won't show. I'm just gonna show just the one here. But Amazon has like a load of these images. It's like over 20 images of just details. So it's just like close-ups, So this is obviously
Yeah.
a dwarf and stuff. So like they
He's
have
got
like
a hammer.
and then like I guess he's got gold in his fingers too. So I wonder what sect of dwarves this is. That's
The ones with
interesting.
gold, because the
Gold,
two
yeah.
dwarves we see seem to be covered in gold.
Well, there's gems too. Yeah. So yeah, there's the other dwarves mine gems mostly, I think. But yeah, these guys love the gold.
They
I
like
guess.
all the shiny
shiny things.
from underground.
Yeah.
They dig all that shit up.
So I mean, just a lot of great. I mean, they put out so much imagery, but it still doesn't tell you anything about the series. But I can see how it's like hype. I mean, I mean, this is already telling you a lot, which is okay. I'm just gonna show one more. I'm sorry, I gotta show
One more. Let's do it. Let's do it.
one
Let's
more.
do it. Let's do it.
That's it. This is the Horse Lords. Obviously, they're getting the Rohan.
Oh yeah, Rohan.
This is the House of Rohan.
Rohan, whatever it is.
But I would say that this kind of like the production value on this either is on par with or even rivals perhaps the Weta work. I mean, this is gorgeous to me. Like, I don't know if y'all can see the details through the stream here, but what I'm seeing on my screen here is just freaking gorgeous. And like the details, like one of the things I love about the Lord of the Rings films that Peter Jackson did is like there's details that they put into the workmanship of the armor and everything that you're not going to see on screen, but it's so authentic that like somehow that like, you know what I mean, like it translates
Yeah, that's
somehow.
cool when they do like that level of world building and also like I'm sure there's gonna be tons of CGI in the show, but like keeping things practical and but at the end of the day, it's all going to come down to the story and the
Yeah.
Want to hear
execution of it.
something? You want to think of something else crazy? Typically, for a show or movie, when you hear its budget, you basically double it for the marketing costs.
Mhm.
Now consider $465 million for a fucking 10-episode season,
This
and
is
double it. $1 billion show.
What do you get?
Who are the
What do
writer?
you-
Who
no,
are the
no,
like?
but
Who are the
if you-
writers of the
no, but if
series?
you-
I don't know. I hope
know,
it's
if you,
Jesus
um,
and fucking.
No, but if you double it, seriously, I'm asking this question serious.
Huh?
If you double it for marketing, what number would you get?
$1 billion.
$930 million.
$930 million.
I mean, if you're doing 465 times 2, you're getting
Yeah. That's interesting.
Well,
But
930
actually,
million.
one of the showrunners of this series wrote on Star Trek Beyond. He was an executive producer on Star Trek Beyond.
Who's that?
Boy.
Uh,
Oh boy!
I like
Oh,
Star Trek Beyond. I think it's
Ruben,
one of the best.
Stop
Oh,
being
what
negative.
a surprise!
You're such a dick.
Stop being negative, Ruben.
It's not
Oh,
negative.
boy.
He's just expressing his opinion, but-
Everyone always likes Ruben when he's being negative about the thing that you don't like. But then all the rest of the time when he's being negative about the stuff you do like, that everyone's like, "Shut up, Ruben." I'm guilty of that too. Like when we're talking about Star Wars, like Ruben's my best friend. But then when we talk about something I'm like, no, stay away.
but who's the writer? Sorry, who's the producer
No.
that you're talking? What's his name,
I'll
Marcelo?
find it. Give me a second. I'll find.
Is it J.D. Payne or Patrick McKay?
No, that's them. It's,
Patrick McKay.
J.D. Payne and Patrick McKay are the showrunners. Those are your
So
showrunners.
it says they got the development credit.
Yeah, no, it's them. Those are your showrunners.
Oh, okay. It says it's executive producers. There's like a long list here.
But a development credit. Those are your showrunners.
Okay, gotcha. I like Star Trek Beyond, so
No,
that's
I-
actually encouraging to
do.
me. I do. I
Great.
like it. I liked it the best of
It is so great.
the three of those films, personally.
It's so great.
I wish I liked it the most, but I gotta go with Star Trek 09. I think it's just there's such a tightness and an energy to that.
Okay,
that movie.
you know what? You're right, because Krull was disappointing.
And I
Like,
think there's some
yeah.
dumb stuff in 09 that I dislike, but I am so glad that movie came out and was a big hit, and yeah, I can't deny that so much of that movie works.
No, and if you think about it, if it wasn't for the success of 09, it's highly unlikely that we would have Star Trek on TV.
We would not have 5 shows in production and 2 in development right now if
Right.
that movie wasn't a huge commercial success.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Here's the premise on Wikipedia. Set thousands of years before the events of The Hobbit and The Lord of the Rings, the series is based on author J.R.R. Tolkien's History of Middle-earth, which is the Silmarillion. It begins during a time of relative peace and covers all the major events of Middle-earth's Second Age: the forging of the Rings of Power, the rise of the Dark Lord Sauron,
Okay.
the story of the island kingdom of Numenor. Yes!
Here we go.
Numenor asunder, and the last alliance between elves and men. Yes, so we might see Isildur.
That might be the end of the
Isildur.
show. that they build up
Is
to.
Isildur. Yeah, these events take place over thousands of years in Tolkien's original stories, but are condensed for the series.
Okay, I like that.
Well,
I
but
can-
the fact that you have elven characters and stuff like that means you could span it over 1,000 years and stuff like that.
Yeah, they probably want to make it simpler.
Simpler,
Yeah, that might be a good idea. Let's see how they do it.
Cool.
By the way, Starfleet Boy, did you like the teaser for the series that came out a little while ago? The voiceover with the teaser, did you see that?
Yes.
Did you like it?
Yes.
Okay.
I liked especially the behind the scenes where they showed that it was actually practical when I thought the whole thing was CG, which is pretty cool.
Okay, I'm gonna leave in less than 6 minutes. I'm gonna leave when it's 1:47 for y'all on the East Coast.
Of
Okay,
course you will.
perfect. That's like Father's signature on leaving. And I saw you yawning, so it looked like you were getting tired
I'm
too.
leaving.
So
But what do y'all want from me before I go?
well, did you see that title
I
sequence
didn't- I
thing?
didn't see it.
Okay, it's not a spoiler. You can go watch it. It looks CG, but they did it practically, which is cool. Look at you're gonna make me yawn. Yawning's so contagious. I'm gonna start yawning.
I got so much shit to do. I just
Father,
want to rest.
there's no TOS tomorrow, so you have a break from that.
Rest up.
I don't have a break because I already planned other shit to do during that time.
Father is so tired. It's a long week. Oh, by the way, before you, we might have time. This will fill the time a little. Few channel updates. Starfleet Boy Actual will be at some point commuting or discontinuing our Thursday reaction / discussions
Why?
to Star Trek.
like them.
I originally started those streams for Trek on the Tube because that was the only time he was available, and so we started it for that. But his availability has changed because he's got to work. He's a work man. Look at Father yawning. We're almost there, Father. You got one more minute. Anyway, so we're thinking of moving those discussions to Sundays when we finish our Picard watch along series. I'll slip our discussions into Sundays. And what'll be cool about that is we'll no longer be the first on the scene. We're not anyways. There's a lot of people that are the first on the scene. So we'll be able to think about it a little bit more. I'll be able to watch Text Track, steal ideas from him. I'll be able to go and do research and then have a
You
casual.
won't be able to go and slander me and be like, Text Truck's not going to get these Gorn eggs this week. I got all this stuff that he missed.
We'll do a Gorn egg follow.
How do you know what I missed? And didn't miss?
Yeah, we'll be able to do that. But I will be able to actually be like, Father, you missed the Scorn egg, and then show it on my program. So that's what we're going to do. Also, it'll just be a lot easier for me because right now, when I was during pandemic times, it was good because you got off work and you didn't have a commute, but now I got a commute. Father, it's 2:47. Get the heck out of here. Oh, 47:47. You're waiting almost. Okay. So
That's
during
not even
pandemic
what time it is. It's
it was easy
44
to
right now.
It was easy to analyze. Before we go check out Father at Text Trek on text-trek.com and also on podcasts.
Yeah, well, you can watch us live on YouTube every Friday night, 7 p.m. Giving a deep dive analysis is what Starfleet Boy calls it.
Yeah.
I guess we're going to go with that official branding.
Yep, I love it. All right.
But we take a thorough look at every episode, and we also make that show available as a podcast to listen to wherever you get your podcast. And we're currently making our way through Discovery Season 4. That show just came back. We just finished some Prodigy, and we're going to have Picard and Strange New Worlds on the horizon soon, and Lower Decks later this year. So
we got Father to stay past 47. Nice.
No, you didn't. It's 44 right now.
Oh, no, I have the official time. It's 2:48.
It's not 2:48.
It's 2 hours and 48 minutes.
It's 1:45 where you are.
Oh, you're talking about the time. Oh, I was looking at the time stamp. Oh, shiitake.
I said y'all on the East Coast.
You know what I was looking at?
I was like, this fool don't know how to tell time.
This fool did not know. This fool did not know how to tell time.
I ain't never argued with a grown ass man on how to read a clock before, but I guess today I will.
Oh, we have so much time. I was like rushing because I was looking at the clock, like our time.
I have less than 2 minutes now.
Yeah, but no,
yeah,
that was good.
you said you were
going
gonna talk about like Jurassic Park.
Oh, okay, real quick, Jurassic Park. Awesome.
I have no thoughts on it.
Awesome.
I stopped watching those movies. I saw the first 4 Jurassic Parks, and each one I liked less than the one before, and I'm done.
I've seen them all. I personally don't acknowledge any film except for the first one.
No, I mean I like the original Jurassic
I like
Park.
them. I enjoy them. They're fun. They're like a blast to watch in the movie theater.
Wait,
but they're
so
not.
Why are we talking about Jurassic Park?
Because this one I might have to acknowledge.
I didn't mean to bring it up then.
I might have to acknowledge this one because Dr. Ellie Sattler and Dr. Grant are back, and I wish I hadn't seen it in the trailer. They show their reunion, so don't watch the trailer, Fathery. If you're gonna go see the movie, but unless you're
I'm not gonna go see it. I didn't see the last one.
What's that?
Yeah,
there's a trailer.
New trailer?
Yeah, there's a trailer.
Oh.
I shared it on Twitter, so go give my profile some love.
Okay.
No, but I love the original.
Marcelo cried.
Yes, I cried. I love the original Jurassic Park. That's that's in my top maybe 20 favorite films of all time. I love Jurassic. I love The Lost World. I'm not a big fan of Jurassic Park 3. It's tolerable. I like it because Alan Grant's in it, but other than that, stupid. When it comes to the new rebooted, bye Fathery.
Bye Fathery.
Yeah,
nice. You did it on time. 40 the right time.
When it comes to the Jurassic World trilogy, I like the first one. I hated Fallen Kingdom with a passion. I didn't like that movie at all. And I have a feeling that I'm going to love this new film that's coming out now.
To me, my problem is like sometimes, almost every time if I read the book first, I end up not enjoying the film as much. But Jurassic Park was an exception, and that's why I love the first one so much. Is I did read the book, and I love the book. I think the book's awesome before I saw the movie, but the movie just blew me away. I never envisioned
dinosaurs like that.
Yeah, it was very cool. There's one thing that I wish was in the book, and we still haven't seen it in any of the Jurassic Parks. But that was in the film. In the book, in the first Jurassic Park, the raptors are chameleons. They can actually change color and blend in and stuff like that. And they
did that with that giant fucking monster.
They did? He was a chameleon?
Yeah, remember?
I didn't remember that. Okay.
Mm.
Oh, you mean the one from the one with Bryce Dallas Howard and
the new trilogy, whatever.
Yeah. See, that's the thing is to me, again, to me, since I haven't loved a Jurassic Park since the first one, to me they're just probably how Ruben and Fathery watch Star Wars, where it's just mindless enjoyment, whatever. Yeah. So I never noticed that. I guess I should go back and watch it, but all of the subsequent Jurassic Park films just feel like remakes of the first one. I didn't read the Lost World book, but I heard it's also kind of not as good as the first book. So I feel like Jurassic Park's a weird franchise where it's so popular, it's gone on forever, but it hasn't done anything extraordinary.
Since the first film.
Yeah, and I think I only like the second one more than any of the others because Steven Spielberg directed that one and it still has his charm. But after that, it's meh. So I'll watch the first two. I'll watch the second one occasionally just for the fact that I like some of the jokes, like the T-Rex in the pool and all
Jeff
that. But to
Goldblum. Come on.
Jeff Goldblum, of course. But to me, it lost its mojo when it just became kind of comedic. It became a little too comedic. I thought it was just a little too many gags in that one. And
No, I mean, my favorite part in the Lost World is the part where the survey team finally realizes why they're on the island and they see the dinosaurs, and Ian Malcolm is going, "Ooh, of course." Now you're going, "Ooh, nice and pretty,"
Yeah.
but later there's going to be running and screaming.
PJ, if you're still there, are you talking about San Diego? Because I feel like the dinosaurs went to San Diego, if I'm not mistaken. Like they got loose in San Diego, but
Yeah,
it might have been
did,
San
yeah.
Francisco. I don't remember.
Yeah, no, they were in San Diego.
Okay, cool.
Um,
Arthur says, I think Jurassics are okay, but not as good as most people seem to think. Do you think it's great to have everyone back in this last one? See, that's the only thing that
I
interests
do.
me, because I love to me, the one of the best things about the first Jurassic Park is Dr. Grant and Dr. Sattler, like their whole chemistry, their relationship, like they're just to me, they're like, I thought what was cool about those two characters is like they're like just such science. I think they both Sam Neill and Laura
Laura Dern.
Dern did a really good job of like being scientists and being nerdy. Like they were so nerdy. Like I don't know, you know what I mean? Like it's like you don't expect Sam Neill or Laura Dern to successfully pull off like nerdy scientists, but they pulled it off. Nerdy cool scientists. I don't know how to describe it, but to me I feel like they're the poster. They were good recruiting tools for like archaeologists and paleontologists and stuff like that, and people of that career. And I think it's special to me also because when Jurassic Park came out and there was so much interest in paleontology and stuff like that, we actually got to meet the real life kind of like, they weren't celebrities by any means. Jurassic Park made them celebrities, but the real life kind of paleontologists that they based Dr. Sattler and Dr. Grant on. And I can't remember their names right now. I feel so bad, but like these are people that were involved in the documentary. They were consultants on the film, and I just don't feel like I feel like that first film has like an authenticity that none of the other films really. Again, fun films. I mean, like there's the glass sequence cracking. I mean, there's a lot of cool moments, but nothing like what Jurassic Park, the first film, kind of. It just felt so real to me and like so concrete, you know.
Also, a thing that is often overlooked about the original Jurassic Park. A lot of times
Can you tell I
when,
watched it 23 times in the theater? Sorry,
yeah,
sorry.
yeah, a
Go
lot. Yeah, I could tell. One part that I love about the original Jurassic Park that is often really overlooked is that a lot of times when an author's book is adapted into a film or a TV show, that author doesn't get asked to come back to actually write the adaptation of his TV show or the film. And the first Jurassic Park was co-written by Michael Crichton and David Kemp.
Yeah.
So it was really cool that Michael Crichton got a chance to adapt his own book.
Yeah, and sadly, Michael Crichton died somewhere after The Lost World. I feel
He died while he was doing production on ER.
Yeah, something happened. I forget how he died, but that was tragic too. And I think that's part of it is that like not having Crichton to kind of steer the ship. It's just a bunch of dinosaur action, you know, like it's just like I'll use one of your phrases. It's dinosaur porn, you know, and so it's like that.
Yeah. No, I mean, look, the little kid in me is not going to complain when we see all kinds of dinosaurs wrecking ship in the new film, because it looks like they're going to go all over the place in this new film. But there comes a point when I think dinosaur porn, to use your term, Ruben.
Well, no, it's not his term. I made it up based on Ruben's algorithm. We'll call it Ruben's algorithm.
Okay.
I love that he's cracking up over there.
Based on Ruben's algorithm, I think that too much of a good thing, whether it's dinosaur, Ruben's algorithm or whatever, it can be a little bit too much.
This is the thing, though. Audiences are obviously enjoying it and giving their money to it because the films keep making money and they keep how many are we in now? There's 6 of them now already, or is this the 6th one? What is it?
And
I'm certainly guilty of this. Like, I'm not going to stop watching. I've seen them all in theaters. Like, whether I like them or not, I've watched them all in theaters, right? So I feel like, what is it about? I guess it's like ultimately. Oh, what were you saying, Marcel?
There's 6 of them. I was counting.
Okay. Gotcha. So ultimately, there's still something magical or compelling about it, and it's probably the dinosaurs. Like, ultimately, like I think that regardless of whether the subsequent films live up to the first film, it's a great film to go take your kid to because all kids love dinosaurs. Like, and so I feel like that's the one thing about it. Is that's interesting is that like dinosaurs kind of do have that power, and Jurassic Park did it so well that why not continue doing it like with Jurassic Park?
Yeah, they said this was going to be the last of this trilogy, but they have more plans. Yay!
Oh, is that Arthur? Arthur says the new trailer says this is the last. Yeah, I feel like this is the last of the era. They're like putting a cap. But it's a bookend, right? Like you have Dr. Sattler and Dr. Grant return. I'm a sucker. I'm gonna go watch.
Are they gonna be in this new one?
Yes.
Yeah.
Ruben, go watch the trailer.
Go watch the trailer.
Get off. Pause your ship. Can you pause the ship?
Are you kidding me? Star Trek Online, Klingons, cloaking devices are the superior form of space combat. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna pause.
Go watch it. Do a live reaction to the trailer for us. Actually, we should. Marcelo, can you pull up the trailer? We should watch it with Ruben.
No. Yeah, hold on. I'll pull it up. Wait a minute. Hold on.
What is it called? Jurassic Park what?
Jurassic. What is it called? What is the movie called? I don't even know. You see.
I just put new trailer. Dominion.
No.
Dominion? No.
No, that's the second.
Yeah, 1 day ago. Dominion.
Yeah, it's called Dominion. That's what it's called.
Jurassic World.
You
Dominion.
Look, Marcelo didn't even know the title. See what
That's
I'm saying?
How awesome
it's like
these movies are.
No one even cares
They're
what the
so good. It blows your mind. That you can't think.
No one cares. All right, we're gonna do guys. This is an impromptu 2-3 minute fan commentary on the trailer for Jurassic Park Dominion that none of us even knew that was the title of the Jurassic Park film.
Seriously, I had no idea.
Let me know when to start.
Are you ready?
All right. I'm gonna say when dinosaurs ruled the Earth, and that's when you hit play. Okay.
On Earth, we hit play.
Yeah, on Earth. Okay.
Okay.
When dinosaurs ruled the Earth. So here we go. We're opening. We have immediately done a shot we've seen a million times with the Gallimimus running. But now we have horses. Look. Piano music. Chris Pratt. He does look good in the film.
Can't stand Chris Pratt.
He's a dinosaur whisperer. And then we have Hammond narrating this. Yeah. Like we still have Hammond.
I mean that gave me goosebumps.
Is this serious? This is a real trailer?
Yeah. This is the first, by the way, this is the first Brontosaurus we've seen, I think, on Jurassic Park. What I was thinking.
Right, when you see one in the beginning, one of the first dinosaurs.
No, that's a Brachiosaurus.
No, but when they show the shot with the...
Oh, the Brontos are there? Oh, yeah, you're right. You're probably right.
Maybe. Those might be Brachios, too.
I feel like the raptors also in Jurassic Park were ruthless, and now they're like lovey-dovey raptors, and I don't understand that either.
If not for a live reaction, I would turn this off already.
I think it's just blue.
Same T-Rex roar. See, it's just like using the same imagery from the first film. But here, this is nice.
Here comes money shot.
Alan Grant. Yeah. Oh my god, they look so good.
Oh yeah.
Just give me Sattler and Grant, the TV series.
Yeah. No, seriously. I would totally write that.
I wish they hadn't spoiled their reunion on the trailer though. I wish they had just like shown them separately but not like actually meeting. There's BD Wong. He's been in every one of them if I'm not mistaken.
Good old BD.
Dinosaurs with feathers finally after 6 films. No, I don't know. Were there did raptors have feathers in the other ones?
I don't think so.
that one raptor with the feathers is probably the most accurate dinosaur in the film, because apparently we've learned that most dinosaurs may have had feathers.
This is a really cool final sequence of the trailer. That's cool.
Stegosaurus is knocking over cars.
Blue almost got shot there.
Oh wait, look, let's bring back the Gallimimus.
Yeah.
I can't believe I still know all the names of these dinosaurs. That's kind of cool. Oh look, Jeff Goldblum, they're all back together, Ruben.
Yeah.
The three of them. They showed all the reunions. Like, let's.
Ruben, stop sucking oxygen out of the room.
Oh joy.
That's what I'm a little upset that they showed all the reunions.
Ruben does not care.
Look at Ruben's reaction.
Oh, I am so excited.
He doesn't care.
Ruben,
I
hey,
can't
how
wait
many
to
years?
like that?
How many years has it been since the original Jurassic Park?
It's been 20, 29?
29 years? It's almost 30 years?
29, almost.
When
30
did this movie come out? I just saw it, but I didn't pay attention.
Year, I didn't write summer or something. I don't know. I didn't even pay attention.
Ruben, let's reunite. Let's go to see this movie together as like a way, because we saw
Let's
Jurassic
do something
Park.
entirely different.
Let's make this movie because we're both not gonna like it, but we both will love. This will be something we have in common.
Only if you promise not to like it, and then we do a stream of where we talk shit about it for an hour and a half. So I can feel your hate, and I can be like, good.
I can give you like I can tell you this. The only way I will like it is if you like it.
No,
That's the only way I'll like it. Like, no, 100%. I'll probably have really nice things to say about the actors, like about Jeff Goldblum, Sam Neill.
Nice.
What's that?
The effects look nice.
Yeah, and the effects. I'll have nice things to say about the movie, but I don't think I'm gonna like it. From the isn't that weird, you guys? This is unusual for Starfleet Boy, right? Like, for me to like be like, oh, I don't think I'm gonna like this movie.
Wait a minute. I thought.
What a hater! Oh my god, Fandom Menace! Look at this Fandom Menace guy! Oh my god.
That's funny. What were you saying, Marcelo?
Funny enough, I've seen all the Jurassic Park movies.
Yeah, we've all. That's what I was saying.
Chris Pratt.
That's what I was saying earlier. Is that we've you
That's
can't.
really strange. You don't normally do that.
No, but I love dinosaurs.
Yeah, see, that's what I told. This is what I'm saying.
So
it's
I will
like
end up bootlegging this thing just to see dinosaurs.
This is what I'm saying. It's like the one thing the films all. Okay, so I guess I'll give credit to that. The one thing that the draw of all the films is the dinosaurs. It's like that's what it is. It's like,
And
but
I'm with what was it, PJ, who talked about San Diego. That to me is the whole movie. It doesn't make any sense. I don't care. It just becomes a Godzilla movie directed by Steven Spielberg. And I'm like, I'm all about it.
with really good-looking dinosaurs.
He eats
it's
a
true.
fucking dog. He drinks out of a pool. Like,
That's right,
that
yeah.
shit is just
That's
wacky.
awesome.
Amazing.
He did eat a dog. I forgot about that. Marcelo, now we're interrupting you constantly. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
sorry,
So
sorry.
keep try to finish
That's
your
okay.
thought.
That's okay. I've earned it. I've been a bitch today, so I earned it. No, but I am really particularly excited about this film because for years I've wanted Laura Dern and Sam Neill and Jeff Goldblum to return to the franchise. The only thing that would have made this better is if Steven Spielberg would have kicked Colin Trevorrow out of the director's chair and said, you know what, I'm going to direct this one myself, but he would never do that.
Oh, so wait, this is a Colin Trevorrow film?
Yeah.
Oh, so that's interesting to me. I still don't think I'm gonna like the movie, but I really wanted him to direct The Rise of Skywalker or whatever his
No, he
idea.
was supposed to.
Yeah, that I was really excited about him, and I was really disappointed that he. So yeah, I like him. I think he might.
Yeah.
I still don't think he can.
No,
I don't think he
He's
can't
a-
make the guy who saw Jurassic Park in the theaters 23 times love this movie more than Jurassic Park. I don't. It's not gonna happen.
No, that's not gonna happen. No, but the other thing, he's directed like the Jurassic World franchise. This second franchise is his franchise. He's directed all the movies so far.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't realize that. Okay, so
Yeah.
I don't know why I didn't realize that because I wasn't paying
And
attention.
why
to...
he should not direct anything else ever again.
No, but when it comes to Jurassic Park, Fallen
Well,
Kingdom, I
they're
thought,
okay. Well, they're beautifully directed. I will say that they're nicely directed. They're
yeah,
competently
no,
directed.
no, of
Yeah,
course
no, yeah.
they're completely directed, but
Yeah.
I just thought that Fallen Kingdom really, I hated that movie. It was just ridiculous.
Is that the one with the volcano?
Yeah,
I can't remember.
yeah.
Blue says I'm actually kind of surprised that Starfleet Boy is not hyped for this, but also it makes sense when you love something. So yeah, that's what Blue, you hit the nail on the head. I just can't see anything surpassing the first film. Like it maybe I'm gonna make the you know what? You know what? Can you what movie did that? Was it Michael Myers that said ignore all these? Now this is the sequel to how? What was it that did that?
Yeah, the new Halloween is
No,
the new Halloween 1 is actually Halloween 2.
Okay,
yeah.
that's
It
what I'm gonna.
ignores Halloween 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8,
That's what I'm
and
gonna do.
Rob Zombie.
I don't know how I'm gonna do it. Audience, I'm declaring Ruben, Marcelo, audience. I'm declaring this right now. I don't know how I'm gonna do it, but I'm gonna direct Jurassic Park 3 at some point in my life. I'm gonna write. I'm gonna write. I'm gonna write and direct Jurassic Park 3 because I can't ignore Steven Spielberg's Jurassic Park 2. So I'm gonna write and direct Jurassic Park 3. I might, as I'm doing it, I might get bold enough to just write part 2. I don't know, but that's my mission in life is I'm gonna write and direct Jurassic Park 3. So there you go. You have it.
Hey,
You have it.
Ruben, you want to make a
I
bet?
might co-direct it. I might have to pull in my friend who's a director to help me because I've never really directed anything. But yeah,
Oh my god!
yeah.
Minor
First of all-
setback.
I have a friend. Shout out to a friend of mine, Hodgepodge Productions, Eduardo Miar, who's an accomplished director who went to film school, who knows how to direct, who's made several films. That's going to be the director probably of Jurassic Park 3. But I will write and co-direct or executive produce the the movie. That's my mission now.
Hey, Ruben, you want to make a bet?
Uh-huh.
Over or under 50%, he forgets about this whole giant bet thing.
Am I that drunk? Is that what's happening? Hey guys, can you make it show? Because I wait. Can we keep going? Or are you guys tired?
No, it's like
You guys late?
I'm helping Alexander Worf's son save the Klingon.
Audience, we still have like 6 people in the audience, so that's pretty cool. Audience, if you want us to keep going, we'll keep going. But could you guys make it show while I get a refill of my drink? All right, cool.
They just shot Alexander, bro.
Too bad, sis.
Okay, so Ruben,
What?
so like, no, I don't. I think he's like misunderstanding how difficult it is to write a film and then make a film. What do you
No,
think?
I think he'll be all right. I think he'll be all right. I think he's got it. I think he should direct too.
What, you're playing Star Trek Online now?
Yes. Oh shit.
What are you like doing like a specific campaign or something?
Yeah, you do like this game's kind of built around like these like story missions and stuff. So
Oh,
I'm
cool.
helping Worf, Alex, and his son Alexander, because
Oh.
there was a Romulan spy in the Klingon Empire who was trying to fuck up the Klingons, and
cool.
Torg of House Martok was in on it. So now we're murdering him. And he just shot Alexander, but I don't know if Alexander's dead or not. Oh, he beamed out again? Really? Come on, guys.
Oh, the
You already
villain.
did,
beamed out
you
again.
already did this once. You can't do it again. That's not fun. That's not fun.
How long have you been playing Star Trek Online? Like have you been playing it for a couple weeks?
Yeah, it's been like 2 weeks now. I mean, I tried it years ago when it was available on the Mac, but then they discontinued the Mac support.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't like it back then though. It's kind of weird because like I mean, like if you want my official quick review, if I'm comparing it to like the best MMOs I've played, it's definitely not anywhere near that.
Okay.
But it's fun. Like it's just a fun little weird, relaxing MMO, and then it's got the right amount of fan service for me.
Right.
Plus, I get to captain my own ships.
Cool. No, but I've always wanted to play Star Trek Online, but my biggest problem was that it was never available on the Mac when I wanted to play
Yeah, it's on GeForce now with
GeForce. Yeah.
the network I use, so
Yeah.
that's
By
where
the
I
way,
play it.
by the way, I actually downloaded a GeForce the other day and I played around with it
Oh,
for a while.
nice, cool.
It wasn't.
Yeah, GeForce
I
is
mean,
awesome.
they had some interesting games on there, but I sort of played around for a while. You know. So who knows if I'm gonna go back and because I like Steam a lot. So I think
Yeah. GeForce connects to Steam, so you have pretty much
yeah,
whatever games are on GeForce through
yeah,
Steam.
on
Oh man, I
Steam.
think Alexander's gonna die.
Well,
No, bro, come on.
did he get shot in like the sternum or something?
The Torg, the traitor Klingon, was gonna shoot Worf in the back, and he said "Father" and jumped in the way, that type of thing,
Oh, okay,
and got
okay.
shot in the back. It will be a good
Ooh,
death. Oh fuck, you are a warrior.
he's dead.
Oh my god, what the fuck, game? Yep. Rest in
He's
peace,
gone.
Alexander.
Mm,
Oh, Worf's doing the scream. Worf's
yeah.
got gray hair too. That's pretty cool.
Oh, that's cool. Actually, can you actually buy the bridge of the Enterprise B in this game? Like they charge you for it though, right?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they have that bridge. They have over 600 ships and then like hundreds of bridges and uniforms. Let me look it up right now. Actually, you said the Enterprise B. That's the
Yeah,
one from.
Picard's Enterprise. I think I got the
Oh,
number.
the
I think
D,
I,
the D.
yeah, the D.
Oh, the D for sure they have.
The D. Okay, okay.
I'm gonna look it up now, but for sure I'm 100% positive they have those. Bridge packs. Let's see, they have the Defiant. If they had the Defiant
Hmm.
Galaxy bridges, yep.
Yeah.
So they have specifically the. I guess none of them really look exactly like the D, but it's the style of the D
Okay.
for sure. And there's three like color variations. But oh wait, Galaxy Class 2366. Ah, there we go. Never
Galaxy
mind.
class. Wait,
Yeah, so
what?
that's the one you're talking about, the D.
Okay, okay, but that's Picard's
That's
bridge.
Picard. That's the one. Yeah, that
Okay,
looks
that's.
exactly like.
I'm curious, how much is it?
$20.
Oh, it's not bad.
Twenty
Not bad.
dollars. Everything in this game is basically $20. Every ship is $20.
Have you bought any ships?
Not yet, but I feel the pull. I feel
Are
the
you gonna buy
urge.
one?
I might. If I keep playing, I might. I'm enjoying it. I'm finding the parts of the game that I enjoy. I love the ship combat. It's really cool. It really feels like you're fighting in like these uh like you're fighting in the ships, it's really cool. How you have to
Right, right.
control shields and change power and
Mm-hmm.
uh
Yeah.
target and stuff like that. It's pretty cool.
Cool.
The ground combat,
Yeah, little rusty
it's
or
there.
just a little
It's
clunky.
there.
Clunky.
It exists.
Mm. Do you think that proper CBS is ever going to release uh, like um, like that game for Steam that a bunch of Orville fans made, like a interactive, fully rendered version of the ship where you can walk through it?
Oh, I hope so. I'm hoping VR. I mean, I know there's a VR game now. I believe that I don't know if it's officially a Star Trek license game or it's like basically Star Trek but with another name, where
Hmm.
you're on a bridge and each person has their VR thing and they're at their stations.
Oh, that's awesome.
So I hope so because
Yeah, because the I like my favorite game on Steam is this game called the Orville fan experience, and
okay,
these fans of the Orville rebuilt the ship, and you can physically walk through it. You can fly to different planets. You can do missions. You can do
oh that's
training missions.
cool.
It's amazing, man.
And
I
it's a
don't know. If,
VR game
no,
or
no, it's a computer game.
okay.
Yeah, but I
That
don't.
sounds really cool.
Yeah, I don't know if you've ever played it, but if you're curious and if you like the Orville, I highly encourage you to go over there and check out that game. It's called the Orville Fan Experience.
Nice. Yeah, I'll check that out for sure. I love trying
Yeah,
any game.
it is. it is such a wonderful because when I found out about it, it gave me my dream of being able to walk through a starship.
Right, right.
It
No,
was
if they made like a 2.0 version, because this game's 12 years old, but they're not gonna stop. They're not gonna make a part 2 yet because they're still making a ton of money. So I mean, the
yeah,
game's pretty healthy for an old ass MMO.
right.
Um, but if they ever made a 2.0 of this game, oh man, they could. I would lose my mind if you were able to actually just walk. Because like right now, you can be on your bridge, but you can't really walk. And then you can, you can go into turbo lift, but it takes you to engineering, but you're already there. You can't like
Oh,
walk through the halls and stuff.
okay.
And
No,
so if
but
they ever did that, that would be mind
no,
blowing.
but
I would
in
love to be able to live on
yeah,
like a ship.
yeah, in the Orville fan experience, you can actually walk through the ship. You can you can basically, if you want, you can basically like go to their version of the holodeck. You can walk through the ship.
That's awesome. I gotta check
Yeah,
that out. I gotta finish
yeah.
watching Orville because I stopped watching it, not because I didn't
I
like it,
mean,
but because
funny story about the Orville. I found out just yesterday that one of my best friends is a giant Orville fan and is a giant Seth MacFarlane fan. So when the new season starts up in just a little bit, we're gonna watch it together. So
nice. I
yeah.
see. Arthur asked there, "Are you guys into the Kingsman movies? And have you seen the new one?" I haven't watched
Um,
the Kingsman movies, but I
I
am interested. They look cool.
yeah, I love the first Kingsman. The second one, I it's fine. The new film, I had a ticket to go see it, but I chickened out and I said, I returned it and I reserved another ticket.
You guys totally ignored Blue's comment, which is true. Thanks, Blue, by the way.
Well, it's
I
misinformation. I didn't want your channel to get flagged for
what
misinformation.
my short story? I wrote good stories. What are you talking about?
I'm kidding, bitch.
Ruben, myself, and our friend, the doctor Humbert. Well, he's my friend. I'm sorry. No, I'm just kidding. Sorry, that was a bad joke. Okay. Anyways, in high school, Ruben didn't hear the joke. I'm glad, or he did, and he's ignoring me, which he should. But anyways, like in high school, we wrote prolifically. I wrote
No.
poetry. I was a poet. I was more the poet. I was the poet.
I know.
And then,
Ruben talked about this when he was on my podcast, and I couldn't believe it.
oh, cool. See, yeah. So I wrote lots of short stories. I published a few on the internet. I've had a couple poems published and stuff like that. So,
No,
and we
no,
had a website called the Milky Way Malt Shop that Ruben wrote a lot for.
I thought it was even controversial. My controversial story. Remember that one?
Yeah, and
The one was like that. Was it? It was like the woman pleasuring herself while watching a man.
I do remember this. Yeah, it was really for 1997,
Right.
98, whenever we were like, this was like insane stuff.
Martian pushing buttons since
I had
1995.
I had a controversial poem called "She Smells Like Vomit." I might read it one day on the air, but I read it at an open mic poetry night. So yeah, I'm not saying that like I'm a good writer like anymore, but I wrote once. I was a prolific writer. I was a prolific writer at one point.
But it's pretty safe to say that you're not an active writer anymore, right?
Well, I write a newsletter. I try to do it daily, but I don't. And there's like anecdotes in there and anecdotal. I think Arthur reads it.
By the way, I read your newsletter.
Oh, there you go. So I still write.
I don't tell you, but I read it.
I think I no longer write as creatively, in the sense that like, writing short stories and stuff like that. But I do write. It's because I write a lot in my job. My job requires like a lot of like writing and description and things like that. And so I think since I do that, like I no longer want to do it. Like, so I'd rather just be a viewer when I come home. So I just watch and like, like things like that. But there are a couple of life goals, and I still have a little bit of life left in me. And so I have like almost completed novels. One is this one particular story that I've been writing since I was a little kid. That it started out as like short, like it started out as like drawings and stuff like that. And I'll say the title because I think it'll like, who knows, maybe someone will take it. But it's called The Valley of Mist and the Land of Relics, and I don't know if that's going to be the title. And then the other book that's almost finished, like it's very fleshed out, like it's in terms of like notes and stuff like that, but it hasn't been it hasn't been written, you know. It's called Ash, and it's a story set in the future, post Earth humanity. So hopefully one day I'll finish those. One day when I can retire, maybe you guys will help me retire, make this channel more popular. Click like, share it, subscribe, so that like I can start getting to do this kind of stuff full time and go back to like my creative roots when I was a kid, and write stories and do videos and stuff like that. It would be really nice. I'm actually very grateful that I even get to do this and hang out with you guys, even Ruben, who's so contrary. I'm just kidding, but no. But yeah, so I'm grateful that I get to do this, but I would love to do more. But yeah, just other things occupy. Yeah, you got to make that money in our society. We don't live in that Star Trek society where Jake Sisko can just choose to be a writer and he's fully supported by his society and his you know and the government that he lives under and stuff like that, and he doesn't have to worry about like, you know, earning money to pay rent or, you know, do all these things, so or eat or anything like that.
You know, I consider myself very lucky because I'm in a situation where I can afford to chase the unreachable in my mind, and I still have to pay rent like any other, you know, lug out in the greater galaxy. But I have an amount of freedom that allows me to do more writing than that allows me to do more things than a standard person who would want to be a writer would be able to do if he had a full-time job and a family. So I'm very, very thankful for that, personally.
Cool. And kudos to Ruben, who is actually a working full-time writer. I think he's the only one in this group here who is, that's what he does 100% pretty much. And video game. He games and he writes.
Yeah, I wish I was a professional gamer. That would be awesome.
That would be
No,
really
but I'm
awesome.
fortunate that I have a massive penis that pleasures my wife. So
Wow.
she allows me to live my dream of being a writer.
I've never seen yours. Is it really massive? I always imagine it was like average. I don't
And
know.
it forks at the end.
What? Oh yeah, that's total BS. I don't believe that at all. Arthur was asking, are you guys into the Kingsman movie, and have you seen the new one?
We answered it. I answered
Oh,
We
I didn't
went over
answer.
that, sir.
I didn't
We went
answer
over it.
because you ignored Blue's praise of my story and you didn't even talk about it, so I didn't get to answer Arthur.
I'll blame Ruben for that.
Arthur, I saw the first one. I haven't seen. Is there 3 now? Right, there's 3 of them now.
Yeah. Sorry.
Wait, so the villain in the first one is Samuel L. Jackson, right?
Yes.
Who's the villain in the second one?
What's her face? Oh my God, not what's her face? God damn it. Oh my God, Julianne Moore.
I did see the second one; it was really good. And now this third one, Ralph Fiennes is playing.
But this third film isn't connected to the first 2.
Yeah, it's a prequel, and it's Ralph Fiennes playing like the kind of like the mentor character, right?
Yeah.
I guess it looks like.
Yeah.
Very cool.
No, but, yeah, this prequel is set in World War I, and this prequel basically goes over how the Kingsman Agency was first founded.
Oh, right on. Okay. Yeah, I love the first one too. Father's in the chat. Thanks, Father. I thought you were falling asleep, bro, but I'm glad you're there in the chat.
Oh, wait, Father, since you're listening, you know in Star Trek 1, the beginning with the Klingons, those ships, what's the class of those ships? What's the name of the class?
I could have told you that.
Well, I go to the utmost, ultimate source of Star Trek.
All right, fine. It's Katinga, by the way, and let's see if Father agrees.
Thank you.
Let's see if Father agrees with that.
No, but you know what? I'm with Ruben on that one. Whenever I have a Star Trek question, the man to go to, the man of the hour.
Oh wait, those might still be D7s. Those might. No, I think they are the Katingas. Well, let's see what Father says. But he's not online, so he can go look it up. But they're based on the D7 design from the original series, which, by the way, I have. It is a Katinga, actually. I'm correct because I have the Katinga right here. Look,
I love it. I love that ship.
Yeah, it's a really good show.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. See, I don't know if Cerulean Blue's still here, but we always come back to Star Trek somehow. But yeah, I guess I'm gonna check it out. I didn't know there was. I mean, I did know there was a third one, but I didn't know if it was on video yet.
No, like I said, I had tickets to go see the third film, but for some reason I decided to return. I decided to refund the ticket and get another ticket for another movie.
What other movie did you go see?
I went. Oh my god! I went to go see Licorice Pizza instead.
What even is that? What is Licorice Pizza?
Licorice Pizza is a new film from Paul Thomas Anderson, and it is.
Oh, I like Paul Thomas Anderson. That's wait.
Yeah,
It-
it's basically
wait.
a romantic comedy.
Wait,
It was wonderful.
Paul
The
Thomas
Magnolia director or someone else? Because P.T. Anderson is Magnolia. That's who I love.
No, no. Well.
Because there's
Licorice Pizza is my second favorite film of the year. Because it's actually my third
His
favorite.
first
film of
is
the
a porn, but he can't talk about that.
year. No, my first favorite film of the year is Dune, followed by West Side Story, Steven Spielberg's West Side Story, and then Licorice Pizza.
okay.
Yeah.
Father says the D7 Katinga is my favorite non-Starfleet ship design. It's so it is really gorgeous. I mean, was this a Jeffries design too? Matt Jeffries did this one too, right? Like the D7, but the lines. I mean, here I'm sorry, I'm gonna go full screen here, guys. All right, here we go. Am I full screen? Wait, yeah.
No,
here.
you're not. No, you're not.
Yeah, I am now. But like it's just one of those designs that like there's no bad angle on it. I feel like it just.
Yeah.
It looks beautiful from like every fucking angle. Like no matter what you do with this ship, it's like look at this. Hold on here. Hold on, we're gonna do wait.
Yeah, show it to me, Dad.
Right? Like isn't this thing that's just like
Show me
isn't it
that
just
cake,
like
baby. Show me
look
that
at
cake.
look at these lines. Like they're just iconic. I feel the silhouette, I believe it's called the silhouette, is just so iconic on this ship. So yeah, I agree. And I love in Star Trek
Is that
6, it goes like this. It's like, and then it like does this thing, and it's just so smooth, and it like the red light turns on and stuff like that. By the way, shout out to Pedrowski or Pedro on Twitter. I think that's his name, handle, Pedrowski. He's like a master with like Photoshop and After Effects and stuff like that. He's actually, I heard you all talking about the Orville, and he puts himself in the Orville, and he does it like really good. He also puts himself into Star Trek, and he loves the Orville. He's like a huge super fan of the Orville.
I love the Orville.
Okay, you love it more than him.
No,
But anyway,
no, I wouldn't say that. I say I'm a fan, just like him.
but anyways, he added the little, like, I did a video of the Katinga flying towards the camera, just like me holding it, and he added the little red light coming on the video, like the red light of the photon torpedo tube getting red, and it was so cool that he did that. It was like really sweet. He also did this really cool illustration for me. I don't know how this came about, but I had this fantasy of like I wanted to know what Worf looked like in a kilt with a bagpipe, and I gotta find it. I wish I could. I'll try to find it, but if I can find, I've shown it on this show before.
Did he draw for you?
He he did a composite. Like he actually did like compositing work. So I think it's Michael Dorn's likeness from one of the episodes. He just did this like it's just gorgeous. I'm gonna try to find it.
That's cool.
But yeah, to reshare it because it's so gorgeous. I have it here saved somewhere.
No, but what's his name? Because I've been looking for an individual to upgrade my podcast artwork.
I don't know if he takes commissions, but it's Pedrowski. I'll show you since we've been talking about it. Pedrowski, I think it's Pedrowski. Hold on.
Pedrowski will
Check it out. It's Pedrowski.
General Pedrowski.
General Pedrowski.
And his handle is at Pedro Starfleet. So check him out. And he's in Brazil. He's from Brazil, or he's in Brazil. He lives in Brazil.
Okay.
So yeah, check him out. He's very cool.
Check it out, guys. We've been here for 3 hours already.
It's been 3 hours.
So you Star Trek 2, 3, and 4? Or?
Oh no,
What?
we are not.
Oh, by the way, just so you know, the next time Marcelo comes on Starfleet Boy After Dark, we're gonna do a watch along of Star Trek: The Motion Picture. He's never seen it, and I kind of want to.
No, I
Yeah.
have.
No, I said, did I say Marcelo? I meant Braxton.
Yeah,
Whoops.
you're talking about
Sorry.
me.
No, I meant Braxton. Sorry, Braxton. The next time Braxton is on, we're gonna do that.
Yeah. But which version are we gonna do? We're gonna do the. Are we gonna do the theatrical or
Ooh,
director's
we
cut?
should save it. No, it should be. I feel like it should be the director's
Theatrical?
cut. No, the director's cut.
Okay.
We should probably save it for when Paramount releases the new
The 4K versions.
Yeah, because I feel like for Braxton, like that might be a good way to watch it for the first time. So that's what we'll do. We'll do that. We'll save it for then. It's cool.
Yeah.
Father confirms Matt Jeffries did D7 and Connie, great designer.
And,
Even back in the 60s, he thought of the ships in 3 dimensions. They do look good from every angle. Guess he was smarter than Khan. That's what we need. We need a Khan TV show that ends with Khan Noonien sing da 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 da.
Stop it already. God.
Khan Noonien sing da 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 da. I just love that's like my favorite part about the Boba Fett because I really love that song and I was like, what are they saying? Because it sounds like it's like dun 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 and it's Boba Fett. I love it. It's so good.
No, but it sounds like a. It sounds.
I just
like,
scared Father away again. Now he's like, all right, now I'm really not gonna watch this. I'm gonna get look. And Ruben's yawning too. Like it's just...
no, but you know what it sounds like? It sounds like a. It sounds like a ditty that a Klingon would write. Right?
No, it sounds the Boba Fett song.
Yeah. No.
Like it doesn't sound like a Kling. Maybe the way I'm singing it. You're thinking of because you're thinking of Melota, right? Like Melota.
Yeah,
The Klingon opera.
No,
yeah.
and the way that you're singing it too.
Yeah, it. You guys have to watch Book of Boba Fett, or the album will be out soon.
No, but I'm sure the soundtrack will be out very, very soon.
Do you think if I search Google for Worf Kilt Starfleet Boy that the image, because I'm having trouble finding it.
Yeah, why not? It should show up.
Oh, let me actually search Twitter.
I mean, did he share it for you, or did he?
Yeah, he gave me like a full res version of it and everything. Hold on, let me see if I can find it.
Okay, but
Worf Kilt. Let's do this. It's got to come up if I do Worf Kilt, right?
Yep. It should.
Oh, I found the tweet that I tweeted him about it, and then oh, Twitter search is pretty good. Hold on, is it gonna come up? Oh man, hold on. Worf Kilt Starfleet Boy. Okay, let's see if it comes out. Nope. Let's try Worf Kilt Pedrowski. Pedro. Alright, let's see. Nope. Nothing there. Damn it. I'm sorry, guys. I swear it was on the past episode. When it happened, it was on Starfleet Boy After Dark. I just can't find it right now. Oh, yeah, maybe I found it. Oh. No, sorry. Go ahead, Marcel. What were you gonna say?
No, but I'm saying, maybe you find it for next week.
Oh. Hold on. That's funny. Geek and Review had something to do with this. I feel like it's. Oh, damn it. Is there a quote tweet? There is a quote tweet. Oh, nothing to see. No, that's not. That means the person who quote tweeted it was private. So let's see here. I'm sure it's around somewhere. Worf in a kilt. Maybe that hashtag will lead us to it. Oh, I found it. Yes. Okay, here we go. Yes, this is so brilliant.
Bring it up.
Ruben, have you seen Worf in a kilt?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, this is glorious. I feel like if I ever got this is so glorious. I feel like if I ever got a tattoo, this might have to be. It's like a full back tattoo. It's like a back two. Is that what they're called?
No.
This is Worf in a
kilt.
Oh
my god, Worf! Oh, that is awesome. Worf
it's super amazing, isn't this? It's so authentic.
That is awesome. That's awesome.
Look.
I would.
Look at the detail. This is such a genius thing here. Look, Look, it's like so proper.
No,
It's
that
like-
is awesome.
this is like a thing of beauty here.
Actually, you know what? If he sold prints of this, I would buy a print and frame it in my house. That's so cool. I love
I'll ask him if he has a printable version of it.
that. I love
think
that.
I think, and also if he's willing to license it. And look,
And
there's
the thing is, yeah,
the
no,
mo-
and, you know, and the thing is, Worf is not even my favorite character in Star Trek in Next Gen. So
Worf's not even your favorite character, but you like this.
yeah, I do. Yeah,
So shout out to Pedrowski, Pedro
Yeah.
Starfleet.
I
on Twitter.
really like that. I really like that.
Oh my
You
gosh,
know,
Jude wants this picture framed. I feel like I'm gonna reach out to Pedro and let him know there's interest, so that he can maybe make a if he still has this on his computer. I feel like in my headcanon, Arthur, great question. In my headcanon, Worf and Scotty had like a friendship, and they maintained communication, and that's why he was like, I must go to Earth, to the Highlands of Scotland, and wear a kilt and play pipes and light a bonny fire, and the Enterprise was in the sky waiting for him to finish his little pilgrimage to Scotty, and then it beams him up there, and so that's what's in my head canon.
I mean, I keep I keep thinking that he's gonna run into I keep thinking that he's gonna run into Jamie from Outlander.
Yes, there's a whole lot of opportunities here. Joel says you have not had haggis until you have had it in the original Klingon. Oh my god. I hope Robbie hears this stream, and also Geek and Review. I hope they both like
You know what? I'll see Geek tomorrow, so I'll tell him about that.
That's brilliant. You have not had haggis until you've had it. Joel, if you don't tweet that and tag me or something, I'm gonna tweet it. I'll try to. I don't know if you're on Twitter. I'll try to find you on Twitter. But that's really good. You have not had haggis until you've had it in the original Klingon. I feel like that's the subtitle for this painting. Oh my god. Okay, should we end there, or do you guys have anything else? Audience, do you have anything else you want to talk about tonight, or Ruben, or Marcelo's, or are we gonna call it a? We're almost at 4 hours, so should we call it quits?
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Oh no, wait, no. That we're still gonna figure that out, so I can't talk about that yet. All right.
Oh.
Yeah.
Boba Fett. Sorry.
See, you got me doing it now. See what you've done? No, but I'm pretty good. If you guys want to wrap it up.
All right. Well, what do you guys have to promote this week? Tell our audience. And audience, oh my gosh, there's like 8 people in the. I feel like there's so many people. I feel bad about ending the stream, but we're not. You know who is going to be doing a charity stream for 24 hours soon is Captain Jack of Trek Central. So it's for those of you. Yeah, I think it's every year. I think he does it. So that's coming up. I think at the end of this month, if I'm not mistaken.
The last time he did it, he almost killed himself.
Oh, I didn't know that. I didn't realize that.
But the last time he did it, he barely made it.
Oh yeah, well it's 24 freaking hours. Ruben and I think have been up for. Were you at TMI were you at the bunker with me, the hurricane bunker? Yes.
Oh no! What were you talking about the time? I remember that time we stayed at the Barnacle. That was fun. Or I stayed with you at the Barnacle.
Yeah, but you weren't in the bunker during the hurricane during the WTMI days.
No.
I think that's the longest I ever stayed up, Marcelo, which was like 40 hours. But I was very young at the time. I was like I was still like I don't think I was 20 yet. Fathery just came back. What is Fathery coming back for?
I forgot to tell y'all something very important.
All right, tell us.
All right, listen closely.
Oh, come on.
What a deck. What a deck that guy is. What a deck. A total deck. What a deck. And a betch. A betch too. A deck and a betch.
No, I when I was younger and when I didn't care too much about my mental health, but I used to stay up for 3 days straight on purpose, just to see if I could do it. I wouldn't recommend that to anybody.
Yes, that's true. Oh man, I'm trying to find that. I'm gonna quote tweet Joel and Valisak And
Did you
Valis
find it?
okay, I think. What's that? Yeah,
Did
he
you
tweeted it. He tweeted it. I got it, but I want to quote tweet it with the picture.
Oh
So
no, and you gotta add.
I'll do it later. Sorry, Joel. I can't do it right now. I'm too drunk. But what were you gonna say? What were you saying, Marcelo?
Yeah, but when you do it, you gotta add geek in the tweet.
Oh, okay. I'll add both our Scottish friends, all of our Scottish friends, on there.
Yeah. Hi,
Oh.
man.
Anyways, so what do you promote? Oh, so
You want me
Did
to
it-
go first, or you want Ruben first?
let's let Ruben go first so that he can keep gaming.
All right.
I interviewed some more people this week. I was a little lazy, so I didn't post any of them.
I'm so glad we fixed your mic. You sounded like shit like before, and now it works good.
What about
Anyways.
your mic? You gotta fix your mic.
No, I go back and listen for
You
sound
sound
checks
like
every time. No, I always go back and listen. I have an ASMR situation right here, right now. I always go back and listen. My mic is tuned, bro. Like,
Tune, bro.
I mean, your mic is a Blue Yeti, right?
it's a Blue Yeti, but honestly, I have it tuned. Like, I figured out the placement, like the ideal play. It's tuned, baby. It takes time. You can't just tune a mic overnight. I've been doing this for 6 years, Ruben.
No, I mean,
When 6 years podcaster you become, look as good, you will not.
I've had a podcast for 15 years. You just never listen to it.
This is probably true, but why don't you ever promote
I have
it?
6.7 million followers.
Wow,
Promote it. I'm big time. I'm Joe Rogan size, bro,
Oh,
Joe
shit.
Rogan.
without
Oh
the
my gosh.
controversy.
Yeah, right. You're controversial. Wait till Picard season 2 comes out.
Just follow me on Twitter at rmartian. I post all my interviews onto there. I have more interviews coming with producer Damon Hillen, who did The Long Night, a fantastic little horror movie. If you like horror movies like The Witch, it's sort of witch-ish. And so, yeah. I got interviews with the cinematographer of the upcoming Texas Chainsaw Massacre
Oh,
on Netflix.
Ooh.
And
Nice.
that's about it for me.
threes and
Online.
sevens in the house. What up? Your audio has gotten better over the episodes I've watched. Threes and sevens, by the way, thank you so much for going and watching our backlog. We've I don't talk about it enough, but we have a full series of TNG discussions. We've discussed every single episode of TNG. There is one that is not published. I had to unpublish it because YouTube changed its rules. It features my goddaughter, who was a minor at the time, and I just didn't feel comfortable marking it. I have all my videos marked 18 plus, and so it's a very cute video that I loved doing, and it was on for a while, and she was super happy about it, but I had to take it down. But so I'll have to one day re-record that. But other than that, every episode of TNG is up there. So yeah, you guys can go check that out if you're bored and you have the time. And then also, look, Marcelo, you're gonna get to go last. This is better. And then while we're on the Starfleet Boy kick, check out tomorrow. We normally do a Star Trek TOS discussion. We are not having it tomorrow. I apologize. Got some family stuff to do, which is fun too. But 3 p.m. Eastern, we do TOS discussions. We'll be back the following week. On Sundays, we're doing a Star Trek Picard discussion. I do it with Fathery. It's not a discussion, sorry. It's a watch-along / fan commentary, but we discuss during it, and it's a live watch-along. It's we think it's a lot of fun. We hope you do too. I hope you'll join us. Like, I don't know. Ruben, you've been in the chat. You say hi. I don't know if you listen, but
I support all your endeavors.
Oh, I love you. I support you.
Aw.
Aww. It's so
Aw.
sweet. Ruben's not even drinking tonight.
Oh.
Jared's like, come on, 2 more hours. No, we can't do
No.
it. We can't do it. We gotta sleep. No sleep for the wicked. No sleep till Star Trek Strange New Worlds. Could you imagine if we decided to just stream continuously until Strange New Worlds
Oh my god, we
came out? Like, it'd be insane. Like, this is a 4-month stream, 5-month stream. So please check those out if you like Star Trek: The Original
I've got
Series.
almost a pound of cocaine here. It'll keep me up all night.
That feels like Ruben of 20 years ago, but I know better about Ruben now. those are that's Ruben having a flashback. I'm sure Ruben has those from time to time also, by the way. Let's just say Ruben's transcended. He's traveled the mycelial network.
I have enjoyed life.
Yes, which surprises me that you don't like Star Trek Discovery's Spore Drive stuff because it's totally up your alley, Ruben. But anyways, so Sundays, check that out. Tomorrow we're doing it at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and it's a double feature. We'll be doing Nepenthe. Oh my God, such a great episode! I love Nepenthe. You guys want to see Starfleet Boy get like so crazy? Just go watch the Nepenthe watch along tomorrow. I don't know how Father's gonna be, but Starfleet.
Wait a minute. Nepenthe is when Picard
the Riker Troys when we go back, yeah, or the Troy Rikers. I think it's the Troy Rikers actually.
The Troy Rikers. Oh, I love.
And it's not tomorrow. That's Sunday, by the way. Yeah, it's Sunday.
Sunday. You know what? I'm gonna get off the stream right now. I'm gonna write a message to my friend, and I'm gonna watch that episode right now when I get off the stream.
Okay, cool. But you gotta promote your stuff before you get off the stream.
Yeah,
but let me finish.
I was just on Rura Pente.
Really?
Oh, I never thought of that. But what if Rura Pente is like in that same star system? So Nepenthe, Rura Pente. Oh my gosh, Ruben, you just enriched Star Trek Picard even
I'm pretty
further.
sure Father's gonna come on right now and tell you why you're completely wrong about it.
No, he loves Star Trek Picard. That dude loves it.
No, why you're wrong about the connection between the planets?
Oh, okay. No, but also I feel like one of the other joys of watching Star Trek Picard with Father is because he loves the show. Is that like I feel he said, "Yo, I can't believe you had no one to watch this with when it came out." It's true. You didn't like it. My friend Humbert didn't like it. Like all my Star Trek peeps didn't like it at all. So I was very traumatized.
And to be fair, when season 1 of Picard came out, you didn't know me, so.
Yeah. So like I had no one, and those
were good times.
No, those you were I'm so glad that not you, Ruben, because you're not like that. But like those fandom people were proven wrong. Star Trek's fucking on fire, right? It's the Latinum fucking age of Star Trek, bro. Like, there's no denying. Like, it is. It's the Latinum age of Star Trek. Like, you can't deny it. Like, love it or hate it, this shit's staying. It's not going anywhere. And you know what? It's better than Star Wars. So that's all I gotta say about that. Marcelo, take it away. Take us out of here.
Yeah, if you guys want to check out the 2 podcasts that I have, Radio 815, which is a podcast dedicated to examining the work and the greater universe of writer-director J.J. Abrams. You can check that out wherever you get your podcasts. New episodes of that show come out every Friday. We just finished talking about Lost. We're going to take a 2-week break, and then we're going to talk about JJ's first, his first film that he wrote. It's a film with Jim Belushi called Taking Care of Business. So I'm excited about that because I've never seen it before. And I do a bunch of other stuff, but if you want to see that, you can just follow me on Twitter at CreekFanatic88. On there, I have links to everything I do. So there you go. Nice and compact.
Most excellent. Well done. Father says we will do a 24-hour stream someday. I'm down with that. Like, I would take the time off and everything and like rest fully and what are we talking we'd have to I feel like what Captain Jack does is like really nice, is it's tied into charity somehow, and you raise money. So the whole point is to like get folks to donate to a charity or a group of charities or something like that. So it's like the marathons. Like, did you ever watch? Are you maybe old enough to know the Jerry Lewis marathon? Remember, those things were 24 hours, and Lewis would actually go and like rest. He would take power naps and then come back, and then and stuff like that. Right? Remember those, Ruben? Do you remember the marathons?
Yeah, they lasted. I don't think they were 24 hours.
And
they were super long.
They were long. It was like the whole weekend. And the other thing was, I know his particular cause was muscular dystrophy.
And remember Paul and Ron, those radio guys down here, they used to do that. They would be up for like a whole weekend or something.
Yeah, so I'd be 100% down to do that. We just have to like we can talk as a group about what charities we want to support, how we want to do it, like, you know, figure out a way to raise money and make sure it gets to that charity or whatever, or that good cause or whatever, you know. So like it's a lot of planning, but again, kudos and shout out to Captain Jack who has done it and will be doing it, excuse me, again over on Trek Central, so go check that out.
Oh, I forgot something. I recently sat down with I actually interviewed independent filmmaker John Humber. He actually directed the short film Jameson. It's a horror short film. It's really, really great. If you
Oh,
guys
that's what I've been drinking tonight is Jameson.
Yeah. Yeah, but if you guys like horror,
Horror.
if you like horror, it's a really, really great film, and he was a wonderful person to talk to. And that interview will be released in a year from now. So when we get closer, I'll let you guys know. But it was a great interview. So
Ruben is vindicated once more. Father says, "LOL, I was just typing the explanation as to why he was wrong," which is true. Rurapenthe is named after 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea, and Nepenthe was named after Greek mythology. So there you go. Father, I was talking about in-world, by the way. I wasn't talking about what those shits are based on. I was saying in-world, in the Star Trek universe, in-world, it's possible that the Penthes are all related to some kind of like they're named in sequence for a reason, Father. So I technically was not wrong, but that's all I gotta say. Anyway.
guys, we gotta go.
Yeah, Marcel is calling it. Happy Super Bowl. Oh shit, we're gonna do our Star Trek Picard probably during Super Bowl Sunday, right? Oh, yeah, no one's gonna watch it.
No, I mean the Super Bowl starts at 6:30 for us, so.
I like Father's like Rurapenthe was in Klingon space. We'll talk. It could still be in Nepenthe could also be in Klingon space or former Klingon space. Who knows? Anyways, whatever. Anyways, we'll definitely be talking. Oh, very good. Very good. All right, guys, live long and prosper, and we will see you next time.